Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to bring you a Warhammer 40k 8th edition competitive battle report. Today I got with me, today Michele is with me.
Greetings.
And Ryan.
Hello.
So they're going to be playing Space Marines versus Astra Militarum. And they're both kind of soupy armies. I think you guys will enjoy this one. Alright, let's get into the armies. This is 2,000 points of Valhallan Astra Militarum. So yeah, this is Michele's army. So Michele, why don't you tell us what we're working with here?
Okay, I got my warlord, which is my commander. He's got a bolt gun, and his relic is gonna be Petro's MK45 or PK. I forget what it is, but it's basically he has like the old the Commissar trait where he makes everyone like basically fearless, but they lose one guy, so they just shoot someone in the head and they're fearless. So any infantry within 6 inches of him. Then his warlord trait's gonna be on a 5+. I get a command point back for me and my opponent.
Okay.
Then I got a primary psyker next to him, and he's gonna have what is it again? He's gonna have the Night Shroud, which is a -1 to hit from enemy models, and he's gonna have Psychic Bear, which is a +1 to my saves. Then I'm going to have 2 units of 30 conscripts. And then I'm going to have 2 units of scions with meltaguns.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have 5 Torox primes. 3 of them are going to have Gatling cannons, hotshot volley guns, and storm bolters. The other 2 are going to have missile launchers, hotshot volley guns, and storm bolters. Then I took a Lehman Russ with 2 plasma cannons, a battle cannon, a las cannon, and a hunter killer missile. And then I took a patrol of Blood Angels. So I have a Blood Angels librarian leading them. He's gonna have Unleash Rage, which is a +1 to my attacks, and Shield of Sanguinius, which is a 5-up invul. And then he's gonna I got a scout squad just to fill up the points, and I got 2 squads of Death Company that give me a break on because I just painted them. But 2 squads of Death Company, they're 10 man, they got 4 Thunderhammers in each. And the rest just have chainswords and bolt pistols.
Alright. So because the Blood Angels are in their own separate detachment and the Astra Militarum are in their own separate detachment, but they all share the Imperium keyword, they still get access to all of their traits and all of the stratagems and everything. So it's like 2 little armies playing together. So yeah, that's going to be 2,000 points of Michele's Astra Militarum. Because also, for people that don't know, the way on this channel that we consider armies is if whatever you spent the most points on, that's your army and everything else is allies. So for this, it's Astra Militarum with Blood Angel allies. So with that said, let's take a look at Ryan's Space Marine list. And this is 2,000 points of Space Marines. So this is Ryan's army, and he's going to be using the Ultramarine chapter tactics, but this is his own custom chapter. So Ryan, why don't you tell us about your army?
Alright, so we've got a battalion of Ultramarines.
Okay.
The HQs are going to be a Tech Marine with a conversion beamer, and then back here is going to be Sergeant Kronos, who will be in a Razorback with a twin assault cannon. And then we've got 3 squads of scouts just with bolters and chain swords for the sergeants. And then we have 2 squads of devastators. The first one will have 2 missile launchers, 2 plasma cannons, and 2 extra bodies. And the second one will have 4 las cannons and 2 extra bodies. Then we've got a Mortis Dreadnought with 2 pairs of twin las cannons. And then we have another Razorback with a twin assault cannon and a storm bolter. And then we have a spearhead detachment of Chaos Soup, led by
Chaos Soup? You mean Imperium Soup?
Imperium Soup, led by Celestine as the HQ. My 3 heavy supports are Tarantula Battery with heavy bolters and 2 Earthshaker batteries. And there's also a Vindicare Assassin.
Okay, so that works up your 2,000 points. Who's going to be your warlord?
It will be Gulliman.
Okay, and he gets his automatic warlord trait, which I believe is the 5-up get command points back.
That's correct.
But only when you spend them, unlike Michele's, where he gets them back when anyone spends a command point. Alright, so that's 2,000 points of Space Marines. So let's We already have the mission and everything set up, but we'll talk about that once we have deployment all done, so we'll be back once they're done deploying. This is what the board looks like after deployment. So we have the Space Marines who did finish deploying first, so they're going to get the +1. We have some scouts out front, some scouts out front. There's showing you how far away they are from the army. We have a Devastator squad up in the ruins. We have a Tech Marine over there with the Tarantula. The Earthshaker cannon hidden, well, somewhat hidden inside the ruin. A Razorback with, that's the one with Kronos in it, right?
Correct.
Then we have a Mortis Dreadnought in the back. We have Gilliman, or whatever Ryan calls his version of Gilliman, since this is technically his own custom chapter. And then we have the other Razorback with Celestine hidden behind and more Devastators up in the ruins. And then when we move over to Astra Militarum, we got giant conscript screen out front with another conscript screen right behind. Some tanks in between the two screens. Tanks just spread out around. And of course the Blood Angel stuff is in reserve other than the Librarian, who I think is hidden in this ruin right here. Am I correct?
No, he's right out front.
Oh no, he's out front over here. There's the Librarian, and then the Scouts are inside that building on, I'm assuming, the ground floor, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the Scouts are in there. So the mission that they're playing today, we're going to be playing an ITC mission, since this is going to be a competitive game. And we are playing, if you guys can see this, the Crucible of Champions. So that's how the objectives are supposed to be placed. And so there's one right there. There's one right over there. There's one back here. There's one in the middle, which is right there. And then one over here. So for those of you who are new around here and don't know how the ITC works, there's primary and secondary scoring. The primary scoring is, did you kill a unit? Get 1 point. Are you on an objective? Get another point. It doesn't matter how many you killed or how many you're on, you get a point for either of those. Then at the end of the battle round, you and your opponent figure out who killed more, and whoever did gets an extra point, and whoever's on more objectives gets an extra point. So for your primaries, you can get a max of 4 points per turn. But for each mission in the ITC, there's a bonus objective that you can get. So for this one in particular, if you have 3 different characters holding 3 different objectives, you get a bonus point on top of that. So technically, with the primary scoring, you can get a maximum of 5 points a turn. Then there's secondary scoring. So for the secondary scoring, you pick secondary missions based off of your opponent's army. And then based off of how much you kill of their army or what you do for the secondaries, you get extra bonus points. So I will show and talk to you about the secondaries that both players picked right now. So don't mind my chicken scratch, but up at the top we have Michele, so his kill objective bonus. I put this here because this is how I'm going to keep score. He has Headhunter, which is for every character that he kills, he gets a point. So for Ryan's army, he can kill Gilliman to get 1 point, kill Celestine to get a point, he can kill the Tech Marine to get a point, and do you have any other characters?
The Assassin.
And the Assassin, who, oh, I forgot to mention, is somewhere on the board, hidden in concealment. So then Michele's others are Kingslayer, who he picked Celestine. So for every 2 wounds of damage he does on Celestine, he gets a point. And I also should mention for secondaries, you can only get a maximum of 4 each time. So technically, even after Celestine comes back from the dead, if she does, he can't score over 4 points. So as soon as he does 8 wounds to her, then he gets 4 points, and that's maxed out. That's all he can get. Then he has Old School, which has a couple of different things you can do, which you guys will recognize. It has First Strike, which is just like First Blood, except both players can get it. Linebreaker, which you guys know. Slay the Warlord, and then Last Strike, which is kill something on the final turn of the game. So if the game, the way that works is if the game ends on like turn 3, that's the final turn of the game. So if you killed something that turn, you get Last Strike. So those are Michele's 3 secondaries. Which, yeah, Michele is playing the guard, in case you haven't been paying attention. And Ryan's secondaries are going to be Big Game Hunter, which is kill a unit that has 10 or more wounds. So he just has to kill Michele's tanks, basically. But again, Michele has 5 tanks that have over 10 wounds. but Ryan can only get a maximum of 4. So even if he kills all 5, he's only going to get 4 points maximum, for the secondary at least. Then we have the Reaper, which is kill a unit that has 10 models or more in it. If you kill a unit that has 20 or more, you get 2 points. So this works perfectly against Michele's list because he has 2 units of 30 conscripts. So if Ryan kills both units of 30, he gets 2 points each, which gives him the maximum of 4. Then Ryan, his final secondary is Headhunter, which is the same thing Michele picked against Ryan, which is kill characters, which should be pretty easy since Ryan brought the assassin that has a really good sniper and can pick off guard characters like nobody's business. So Michele has taken note of that and actually hid a lot of his guard characters inside here so they can't be seen by the assassin. So yeah, with that said, that's the mission, and as you can see we have the spearhead deployment, which I probably failed to mention, but you probably figured it out real quick. And yeah, so that's it. And if you're wondering why the scouts are able to be out here and not necessarily in deployment, is because scouts don't give a crap about their own deployment. They scout and do whatever they want. They move anywhere on the board up to 9 inches away from the enemy deployment. So with that all said, let's finally get into the battle report. So Ryan got the +1 to roll off. And so now they're going to roll off in this beautiful dice tray that we received from Deep Cut Studio. So thanks again to Deep Cut Studio. So some other quick shoutouts. We have terrain from TT Combat, which would be like this church, that factory, these ruins that are in the corner. And then we also have some Games Workshop ruins. And the mat itself is from Cigar Box Battle Mats. So if you guys like this mat, check it out. It looks really nice. I actually really like this mat. And yeah, and again, we have the dice tray from Deep Cut Studios. So now, if both of you gentlemen would like to, please roll off with Ryan getting the +1. So Ryan has the blue dice, Ryan has the white dice, or yeah, Michele has the white dice. So they're tied at 2-2 since Ryan gets the +1. Roll off again. You got a 3. So Michele gets to choose who goes first. Who would you like to go first?
This
You're
guy
going to
right
go
here.
first. Would you like to try to seize the initiative?
Absolutely.
Yes!
The Emperor is with me today, not you.
Traitor.
So we have Space Marine, turn 1. Movement's done. Doesn't look like anything moved. But Ryan said his movement is done. So I guess that means his movement is done. So moving on. Psychic phase. Where are we starting, Ryan? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Assassin popped in over there, and he can just barely see. There's a commander under there that you can see. He can just see the commander's gun. So, yeah, he's going to take a pop shot off of the commander that's holding the relic that keeps these conscripts fearless. That commander right there is it's the glue of this list that Michele built, because conscripts normally are garbage unless you have the Valhallans with this specific relic, because then it goes back to the old conscripts almost, where they only one guy flees. So they're basically fearless. But Ryan's trying to counter that with the sniper assassin. So yeah. So psychic phase.
Done.
Done.
Got no
Shooting
psychic.
phase.
Yeah, let's start with the one that counts. My Vindicare assassin is going to try to pop that commander in the head.
So that assassin over there is going to try to pop the commander in the head. So you hit on a 2.
Hit on a 2. Okay,
hit.
good, off to a good
So
start.
now for a wound roll, if he rolls a 1, nothing happens. A 2 to 5, it's D3 mortal wounds, and on a 6, it's D6. So Ryan's looking for a 6 here, so he can hopefully one-shot that commander. And it's a 4.
I'm going to command point that. I
Ryan's
need
gonna-
it to be a 6.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna see if I get it back.
So Michele's
Okay.
gonna see if he gets
I
that,
do.
and Michele gets a free command point. So Michele's now at 7, I believe.
And let's see if I get it back with a 5. No, I don't get it back.
And Ryan doesn't get it back, but
All
now
right,
let's
let's
see
see
if he
that
rolls that
6.
6.
No.
No, so it's still
Okay.
just D3 mortal wounds. So how many command points do you have after spending that one, Ryan?
I would be down to 9.
9. Okay.
2.
So 2 mortal wounds. So the commander, Michele's warlord, is now down to 2 wounds. So if that happens one more time, he can easily die, and Michele's whole list will crumble very easily. So normally, too, I wouldn't have agreed with Ryan's decision to command point that, but if he did get lucky and did kill that commander, this would be an easy game for him. So it was, I would say, a good decision. It could have went either way.
It was
but-
calculated, but I'm really bad at math.
So where are we going next?
Alright. Let's go with the scouts into the front row of conscripts.
Okay, so you got 5 shots.
Yeah. All within rapid fire range.
No, they're not.
Nope.
Is that
12 inches is like right here, bro.
So the pistol's out, or does he have a bolt gun?
Oh yeah, sorry, they're not within rapid fire. They're normal.
They're
Normal
they're
range.
just
Good.
yeah.
All right. Hitting
5
on-
shots, hitting on 3s.
4 shots.
4 shots, hitting
Pistol.
on 3s.
They all hit.
Now mooning on 3s because conscripts.
3
You got
wounds.
3 wounds. You have 3. What's the conscript save?
5 up.
You got 3 5-ups. And you made them
Okay.
all. Nice.
It's gonna be like that.
Conscripts of Valhalla.
Next unit shooting.
Yep, the tarantula, if she's in range. Yeah. So the tarantula is going to go into the front row of cultists, or conscripts again.
So the tarantula
Yep.
into the front row of cultists.
Hits on 4s. Because it sucks.
So you got 4 hits. Wounding on 3s because strength 5 to toughness 3.
4 wounds.
So you got 4 wounds at -1 because they're heavy bolters. So 6 ups. You got 4 dead conscripts. So Michele is opting to take the ones on the far left flank. The Tech Marine is shooting his conversion beamer, you said?
Yep.
Into that Torox Prime right there.
So D3 shots. For 1. Okay. Hits on a 2. Hits. Wounds on a 3, because it's strength 8. Okay, that's fine. 3 2s.
Yeah, you've been rolling like nothing but 2s so far.
Well, I told you.
Didn't see the initiative though.
We were making a joke because he's using my dice, and usually my dice are very good to me, but now Ryan's using them, and they're betraying him already. So where are we going next?
All right, let's go with the Earthshaker back there in the corner.
The hidden Earthshaker that is shooting at the wall, but somehow through space magic, just somehow ends up over here. All right, so 2d6, pick the highest.
Yep,
What are you shooting
I'm
at?
shooting at the Lehman Russ. Okay.
So he's shooting at this Lehman Russ.
So 2d6 shots and pick the highest, which will be 6 shots. Very nice. Hits on a 4. Okay. All right.
How many hits?
None.
Damn.
Okay. The other Earthshaker is going to do the same
The other
thing.
Earthshaker, okay. The other Earthshaker is trying to make up for what his brother failed to do. So 2d6, pick the highest. You got 5 shots.
5 shots. Okay. See if you can do better, buddy. Hitting on. Oh, come on.
Okay, use my dice.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Damn.
Oh,
So that dice right there is representing the armored cherub, and because Ryan forgot his models today, so that's just going to be there for now. But anyway, so this Devastator squad, the 2 plasmas, are they overcharging?
yes.
They are overcharging, and they're going to shoot into that Torox right there.
Yeah.
And then the 2 missile launchers are going to shoot into that Torox right there.
Correct.
So
Alright.
what are we shooting first?
Well, let's do the plasma cannons first. So D3 shots for each of them.
Okay, so 3. So you've done good so far for the amount of shots each time. But, yeah, now,
This is where it really matters.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s and re-rolling failed
okay.
because of Gulliman.
So you're good.
There we go.
And then strength 8 against toughness 6.
Yep.
So wounding on 3s.
3s and re-rolling the failed.
Because
of
of re-rolling.
There we go. 4 wounds.
Got 4 wounds. So if you guys didn't see, there's Gilliman right there. Or Gilliman, Gilliman, whatever you people want to talk about them. So, you what is it, 4?
4.
You have 4 -3 saves. So it's a 3 up normally, so 6 ups. 1, so 3 go through, and it's a flat 2 damage. So you take 6 damage. So that Torox is down to 4. So the 2 last cannons now, going into the other Torox.
Well, I think they're actually 3 damage apiece.
Missile launchers going into the other Torox, hitting on 3s and re-rolling because of Gilliman.
Yep, and the sergeant's going to make one of them a +1 hit, so that will be this one, hitting on a 2. Okay.
That one hit.
And hitting on a 3. So they
So
both
hit. And then strength 8 against toughness, because he's using the crack, obviously.
Obviously.
And he's smoking the crack, and he got 1.
Rerolling the failed. Just one.
And just one. So 1 minus 2. So you have, Michele, you have a 5-up save on that Torox Prime. Nope. So now, missile launcher, crack grenade is D6, and he does 6 damage. So now the other Torox is on 4 wounds.
Was this one?
Yes, it's that one back there. So now you have 2 Torox Primes that are on 4 wounds now after one Devastator shot, or one Devastator squad shot. So now we're moving on to, I'm assuming, the other Devastator?
Same squad. I'm going to kill the Angel Baby. They have the 2-up missile launcher go again.
Okay.
Same
and
target.
what's he? Same target?
Yep.
Okay. So he hits on a 2.
Hits.
And then wounds on a 3.
Wounds on a 3. Wounds.
Wounds. Michele has another 5-up save on his Torox Prime. He fails it, so this could kill him if Ryan rolls a 4 or higher.
Give me a 4. There's a 4.
He got it. So let's see if the Torox Prime explodes.
Oh.
And it does not explode. So that will be the first thing killed. First blood isn't a thing in ITC unless you took old school, which Ryan did not take. But that is a point for Big Game Hunter, and Ryan did kill something on his turn, so he should get at least 2 points. Plus he's on an objective, so he'll get 3. But we're not at that point yet. We're still in shooting, so what else is going to shoot?
Other Devastator squad.
And they are going to target?
Let's do... How many wounds does your Lehman Russ have? 12. Okay. I'll do 2 las cannons at the Russ, and then 2 at the Torox right there. Okay.
So now this Devastator squad is going to shoot. We're going to have 2 las cannons shoot at the wounded Torox, and the other 2 las cannons shoot at the Lehman Russ.
Yeah. So let's do the Torox first.
So the 2 that are aimed at the Torox, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Gilliman.
There we go. 2 hits.
And then wounding on 3s because strength 9 to toughness 8.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. So minus 3, so Michele has 2 6-up saves. Doesn't make either, so this is 2d6. If Ryan gets lucky, he could one-shot this tank.
There we go.
And he got 9. So it didn't one-shot it, but Michele's Lehman Russ is now down to 3 wounds.
Well, that was on the Torox.
So quick correction on my part. Ryan said those 2 shots were going at the Torox, and I misheard him and thought he was shooting at the Lehman Russ. So it was strength 9 against toughness 6, so it was still wounding on 3s anyways, and it was still a 6-up save, so it's not really anything wrong that happened other than I misspoke. So yeah, that was actually damage that was done on the Torox, so the Torox is now dead. So now Michele, roll to see if you explode.
Oh,
And you do explode. Would you like to spend a command point to stop yourself from exploding?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
So this is for the explosion?
Okay.
Okay.
And so the explosion doesn't happen. Now let's see if you get your command point back.
And I do.
And you do, so you didn't even spend the command point. Good job. Now the other 2 last cannons at the Lehman Russ.
Yep.
So they will be, I'm assuming one's hitting on a 2.
Yep, which will be this one.
And then one's hitting on a 3.
Hitting on a 3.
So both hit. And then strength 9 against toughness 8. So wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at minus 3. So Michele has 2 6-ups. Which he makes 1, fails 1. So Ryan gets d6 damage against the Lehman Russ.
Give me a 6, please. 5?
5.
That's
So that puts the Lehman Russ down to 7 wounds. Now Ryan is going to use the Armored Cherub from that unit to shoot again at the Lehman Russ.
Yep, so the 2-up will be going again. Okay.
By re-rolling because of Gilliman.
There we
Which
go.
hits, and then wounds on a3.
There we go.
Wounds. Michele has another 6-up. No, so Ryan gets d6 damage against it again. He can't kill it, but he could hurt. And it's just 1 damage. So the Lehman Russ is now at 6 wounds. And the Mortis Dreadnought is now going to shoot 4 las cannons over into that Torox Prime right there. So it's 4 shots hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Gilliman.
Okay.
And then wounding on 3s. So Michele has 4 6-up saves on that Torox Prime. And he doesn't make any. So this is 4d6. 4d6 damage, and it's super dead.
That's pretty good.
Does it blow up? No. So far it's looking like a pretty devastating turn for the Space Marines. But remember, Astra Militarum still has a bunch of Blood Angel Death Company up in reserve. So they will come down and be able to cause some havoc. So I think this still technically could be anyone's game. I know it might look bad to some of you viewers, but trust me, I've played enough competitive games to know that this doesn't automatically mean the Space Marine's going to win. Sure, it gives them a nice advantage, but it's still anybody's game at this point. So with that done, it looks like that's going to be the end of the turn for Space Marines. So for the scoring, Ryan did kill something. He killed 3 things. He killed 3 Taurox Primes, but he only gets 1 point for that. But the amount he killed does go to the end of the battle round. So if Michele doesn't kill at least 3 units himself, then Ryan's going to get an extra point for killing more than Michele over the whole battle round. Same thing with objectives. Ryan right now is holding 2 objectives. And so if Michele's not holding at least 2 by the end of his turn, then Ryan will get another point for holding more objectives than Michele. The bonus was not done because Ryan doesn't have 3 characters on objectives, which is the bonus for this mission. And he did get 3 points for Big Game Hunter because he killed those Taurox Primes. He did not kill any of the conscript. Well, he killed a couple conscripts, but not the whole unit though. So he doesn't get the Reaper, and he hasn't killed any characters yet, so he doesn't get Headhunter. So at the end of Ryan's turn, he's sitting at 5 points before we even get to the bonus points for the battle round. So now we're going to go into Michele's turn. So it'll be Astra Militarum, turn 1. So we didn't get it on camera, but we did forget for Michele to take his morale. So before he started his turn, he did do that. He rolled a 6, so they did fail. So now, because of the relic, only 1 guy is going to run.
This guy right here.
So now we go into Astra Militarum, turn 1. So this is what the board looks like after the Astra Militarum movement. So both conscript squads advanced. The back squad got a 6-inch advance. The front squad got a, how much? 2-inch advance. The Leman Russ stood still. Those 2 Tauroxes sped over there to try to go deal with the Assassin and probably the Scouts. And then way over in the far back corner, Ryan left enough room for 2 Scion squads with Melta to pop in behind the Razorback. So yeah, that was a boo-boo on Ryan's part. We all make mistakes though. Nobody can be perfect. So, that leads us into the psychic phase for Astra Militarum. So where are we starting?
I'm gonna do Night Shroud here.
With who?
My primary psychic.
Oh, the guy that's hidden behind the tank that I can't see. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and as you guys could see, Michele did opt to not bring in his Death Company this turn. He's gonna wait for next turn or turn 3. So back to the psychic test.
So it goes off with a 6. Okay, with
and it goes off, and nothing's in range to deny.
So he's at a -1 to hit.
Okay, so that tank is now -1 to hit. Are you sure you can do it on tanks, or is it infantry only?
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's Astra Militarum units.
So we checked it out, and it is an Astra Militarum unit. So that tank now has a +1 to its save.
No, -1 to shoot.
-1 to shoot at it.
Okay.
And the other spell is a +1 to the save,
yeah,
right?
Psychic
That's where I was confusing it. Okay, so now you're going to do Psychic Barrier on something, or does he only cast 1?
You only can cast 1.
Okay, so then we move over to the Space Marine Librarian, the Blood Angel, the blue Blood Angel that's hidden in between the 2 Tauroxes.
He's going to smite.
He's going to smite the Assassin, so you need a 5. Goes off, D3 mortal wounds for 2. So the Assassin's now at, I think, 4 wounds? He's got he's got 5, so he's at 3 now.
Okay, and then he's gonna do Unleash Rage on the Scouts. So that goes off on a 6.
And where's the Scouts? They're
right there.
Oh, right over there.
So that gives them a +1 attack. And it goes off.
And it goes off, so the Scouts now have +1 attack in case they need to charge to kill that Assassin. So now we're going into the shooting phase for Astra Militarum, and just a quick update in case for any new viewers here that doesn't know about ITC rules and stuff. For the objectives, ITC measures from the edge of the objective, not from the center. And also, line of sight is blocked on bottom level of ruins through doors and windows. So like right here, these windows, Michele wouldn't be able to see through, and Ryan can't see out of them. Which works perfectly for stuff like the Earthshaker cannons, because then they can hide and just shoot stuff because of space magic. So now let's go into the shooting phase for Astra Militarum. Where are we starting, Michele?
I'm going to do my commands with
Commands.
my company commander.
So your warlord is going to give some commands. What is he going to do?
He's gonna do move, move, move on these conscripts, and it goes off on a 4+ because they're raw recruit special rule.
Yep.
So on a 4+, they get it, and they get it. So they're gonna move in advance.
And we'll be back after that's done. So after the move order being successful, Michele moved all of his guys up the board again. Another how many inches?
8.
8, so 6 plus 2, and there's more of them on the other side of that building. They're in coherency and everything through the wall, so that works. And so now we're going to move on to the second order. What's your second order?
Which is going to be move, move, move again.
Move on the other conscripts. So on a 4+, because they're conscripts.
That's a 5.
And it's a 5, it goes off.
So they're going to advance how many inches? 4, so 10 inches.
So we'll be back after that's done. So after the second move order successfully went off on the other conscripts, this is what they look like. And they go all the way back around there. So for people that are new to competitive play, this is actually something you see a lot with horde blobs because you're denying a lot of area on the board. You can grab multiple objectives with the same unit. So it's a great tactic to use with the coherency rule because you can daisy chain them or conga line them just like this as long as they're within 2 inches of another model. So that's what Michele has done. So now that we're done that, we're going to move on to... we're done with orders now, correct?
Yep.
So we're moving on to shooting, and you want to start with one of the units of scions over here?
Yep.
Alright, so we got one of these units of scions. Which one? The left or the right?
We'll do this squad right here.
So the left squad. They're going to shoot their meltas into the Razorback. So how many meltas you got in the squad?
2.
Alright, and then I'm assuming the other hotshot
volley guns.
Volley guns are going to go into it as well. So melt the guns first. You hit on 3s with scions. So 2 hits. You wound on 3s because strength 8 to toughness 7. 2 wounds at -4. There's no save because Michele can see more than 50% of the model from there. There's no line of sight blocking from back there. So now this is, the first one, roll 2 dice. Or wait, no, you're not within 6. So it's just 7 damage.
I'm going to re-roll this one with my command warlord trait. Like, he can re-roll a dice.
A single dice in the game?
Yep.
Okay, so there you go.
Oh.
And so it's only 8. So it lives with 2 wounds. And normally if the meltas were within half range, which would be 6 inches, it would be roll 2 dice for each melta and pick the highest. But because they were out, it's just 2d6 because 2 of them went through. So moving on with the hotshot volley guns then. That might finish it off. So hitting on 3s. Wounding on... Not that.
Second squad.
So the second squad, 2 meltas into it again?
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. So both of them hit. Now you need 2 wounds. 2 wounds, so it's dead no matter what. So does it blow up, Ryan?
No.
No, it does not blow up. So now Kronos has to get out of the Razorback.
Yeah, it's gonna hide.
He's gonna hide inside the ruin because remember, bottom floor blocks line of sight. So he's pretty good right there.
You have to roll for him.
Oh yeah, you have to roll the dice. On a 1, he dies.
Okay.
Oh, that could have been the explosion too,
Yeah.
depending on the order you did the roll. But yeah, that's good. So he lives, and that vehicle did die. So Michele has killed 1 unit this turn. He needs to kill 2 more to catch up to Ryan's 3 that he killed, so Ryan doesn't get the bonus point. So let's see if Michele can kill anything else once we continue shooting. So the far Torox that's closest to Michele, the Torox Prime, it's going to shoot its missiles into that tarantula that's up in the terrain, and it's going to shoot everything else it's equipped with at the assassin. So what are you rolling for first?
I'm going to do the missiles first, 2 cracks.
Okay, so you did move, so hitting on 4s. 2 hits. And it's toughness 4 or 5 or something?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -2.
Okay, 2 5-ups. 1
So
goes.
now it's d6 damage for 3. How many wounds does the tarantula have?
Tarantula has 5 wounds.
So it's down to 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
And now for everything else, going into the assassin.
Stormbolter.
And remember, he's -1 to hit.
Stormbolter hitting on 4s because scions always hit on 3s. So that's 3 hits, and then wounding on 4s. 1 wound. Ryan has a 4-up invulnerable, which he fails. So the assassin is now down to 2 wounds because he was smited earlier in the turn. And then you have your hotshot volley guns that are on the side, right?
Yep. Hitting on 5s.
So you got 4 hits, and then wounding on strength 4, I would assume. Yep. So 4s. So 1 goes through. You have another 4-up invulnerable save on your assassin, and he makes it.
Did I do wound you?
No, I saved it.
Okay. Yeah, he saved it. He has a 4-up invulnerable. So I'm assuming we're shooting with the next Torox Prime.
Yep. I'm gonna do everything into the scouts.
Okay, everything into the scouts.
So.
And this is the Gatling cannon Torox.
Yep. I'm gonna do a Stormbolter first.
Stormbolter.
Hitting on 3s.
You're not in rapid fire range, so 2
shots.
shots.
Yeah, sorry.
So just re-roll the whole thing. So you got 1 hit. You wound on a 4, nothing. And then either the hotshot volley or the Gatling cannon. So you're doing the hotshots. Mm-hmm. Right, so they are heavy, correct?
Yep.
So you did move, so it's -1, so you're hitting on 4s. So you got how many? 3?
3.
3 so far, and then you wound on 4s. With 2 at -2, if I remember correctly.
Yep. So 6 up.
6 up saves on the scouts. 2 dead scouts.
2 dead.
And then we have the Gatling cannon. So now the Gatling cannon from the Torox Prime into the scouts, hitting on 4s. Because it's a heavy weapon, and he moved the Torox Prime. So that's a lot of hits. And then you're going to be wounding on 4s because of strength 4. Again, pretty good. So Ryan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 4-up saves on the scouts.
I can do it.
But the way you roll, I doubt it. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
I didn't even see the result, and I knew they were dead.
That's pretty close.
4 failures.
So now that's the second unit Michele's killed, so he only needs to kill 1 more to tie the amount that Ryan killed in his first turn. Like I said earlier, this is still anybody's game, so yeah, this is going to get pretty exciting. The Blood Angel Scouts shooting into the Vindicare Assassin. So you have rapid fire bolters and a pistol. Mm-hmm. You hit on 4s because of the Vindicare's -1. And you wound on 4s because of strength 4 to toughness 4. So you got 2 wounds.
Okay. 2 4-ups. He could die. Okay.
Takes a wound.
I think I'm going to command point that.
Ryan wants to command point. He needs a 4-up. And he makes it. So the Vindicare is still on 3 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Okay. So with the Lehman Russ, he's going to shoot the big gun and the last cannon and the Hunter Killer missile all into that Devastator squad up there, the one with all the last cannons. And he's going to shoot the 2 plasma cannons into these scouts right here. So what are we rolling for first?
I'm going to do the first volley of the battle cannon shot.
Okay.
So this is how many shots? 1.
1.
Hits on a 4. Misses. Okay, then second round.
And then the second volley.
Hits. Or sorry.
4 shots because it's D6. Mm-hmm. And you hit on 4s, so 2 hits. And then wound on 2s because strength 8 to toughness 4. So it looks like 2 wounds. So that's -2 or 3?
2.
-2, so technically -1, so you have 4-ups because you're in the ruins. So 1 lives and 1 dies.
Okay.
So he took out one of the bolters. And then next you have last cannon hitting on a 4. Hits, wounds on a 2. Wounds, so it'll be -3, but it's only -2 because the ruins give +1.
It's 5 up.
5 up.
Perfect.
Good.
And then Hunter Killer.
Then the Hunter Killer, hitting on a 4. Hits, wounds on a 2. Wounds, it's -2, so -1 because of the ruins.
Wow.
And Ryan makes it again. So far, Ryan's rolling for saves at least has been very good. And then now you have your 2 plasma cannons into these scouts right here. And so that's 2 shots because it's D3 each. Mm-hmm. You got 1 hit and you wound on a 3. And it wounds at -3, so Scout just dies.
Yep.
Well, would it be -2 because it's not overcharged?
No, it's -3 for
Oh, is it?
unovercharged and over.
Oh, nice.
The only thing that changes is the
Damage?
strength and the damage.
Okay.
So one of the scouts dies. So now we're moving into the charge phase, and these scouts are going to charge that Vindicare Assassin. So the Vindicare gets Overwatch, and he does not hit. So now the scouts roll their charge, and they make it. That should be a pretty easy charge, 9 inches. Yeah, you should go up there, make sure you're within an inch.
This guy's gonna shimmy over here. Move those dice. This guy's gonna go over here. And then this guy.
He can wobbly model in the far left corner. So just put him like he would be up there, but just put him down there for there. But we know he's up there. The edge of his base is going to be like right on the left side of that crate. So do you have any other charges to declare?
No, I'm good.
Okay, and those did get the spell on them that gave them +1 attack, correct?
Yep.
So now they have 2 attacks each, with the sergeant having 3. So that should be 11 attacks altogether.
2, 4, 6, 8, 11.
So the scouts are hitting the Vindicare on 3s. Because is your -1 in close combat?
Just shooting.
Just shooting. So that's a lot of hits, and then you're wounding on 4s because strength 4 to toughness 4.
Oh.
So you got 3. So the Vindicare has 2 wounds left. If Ryan fails 2 of these 4-ups, the Vindicare is dead, and Michele does succeed in killing 3 units on his turn.
Come on, buddy. You can do it.
No.
Oh.
You haven't spent a command point this phase.
Command
so
point. I gotta do it.
Ryan's going to do a command point.
Oh,
And he
come
still
on.
dies. So Michele, do you get Ryan's command point?
No.
No.
Let's see
And
if I get
Ryan, do
mine.
you get your own command point?
No.
No. So how much are each of you at now?
I am at 8.
So Ryan's at 8.
7.
Michele's at 7. And would you like to consolidate anywhere, or are you
Yeah.
just going to leave your guys there? So
3
3 inches towards the nearest enemy, which would probably be the Tech Marine. Oh. So after the consolidate move, the scouts end up over there, which does put them within 3 inches of that objective. So it's the end of the turn now. We're going to have some morales to take, but I'm pretty sure everything is high enough leadership that it doesn't matter. So then we go on to counting the score. So let me get that done, and I'll get back to you guys. So after doing the score, this is what it looks like. Michele did kill 3 units on his turn. So he gets 1 point for killing just any units, but neither player gets the bonus because they both killed the same amount. Michele got a point for being on an objective and also got a bonus because he's on 3 objectives, which would be 1 right there, 1 back there, and 1 somewhere over there, right there with the scouts. While Ryan is only holding this one because he has more models on it than Michele does, and the one back here that is Basilisk is next to, right over there. So Michele does get the bonus for that. Nobody gets the bonus for the mission because neither player has 3 characters on an objective, which is the bonus mission for this mission. And he did get 1 point for Headhunter because he killed the Vindicare Assassin, and he did get 1 point for Old School because he did First Strike. He killed something on his first turn. So after Battle Round 1, the game is tied 5-5. Like I said, guys, this is anyone's game, and it's going to get pretty exciting going into Round 2. So now we have Turn 2 for Space Marines. So this is the movement for Space Marines in Turn 2. So Celestine used her Act of Faith to move up 12, and then moved up another 12. The Razorback drove around the building over here and parked itself right there. The scouts slid over a little bit. Gilliman remained stationary, same with the 2 Devastator squads and the Mortis Dreadnought. The Basilisks remained stationary because they have to, and same with the Tarantula. The Tech Marine didn't move either, but Kronos is getting a little brave, and he's going to try to take on those units of Scions in the back. So with that done, we're going to move on to Psychic. So where are we starting, Ryan?
I got no psychic, so shooting.
So Psychic's done. Shooting. Where are we starting?
Let's start with these scouts here. They're gonna rapid fire into the back row of conscripts.
Scouts rapid firing into the back row of conscripts, because those are 2 different units. If you can see the giant conga lines. So rapid fire bolters from the scouts, hitting on 3s.
Okay, 2 misses, not bad.
And then wounding on 3s, because toughness 3 against strength 4.
So you got
5 wounds. So Michele, you owe Ryan 5 armor saves, please. Which are 5 up, and you didn't make a single one, so 5 die. Where are you taking them from?
I'll take them from here. Actually, no.
Oh.
I don't want to
Yeah,
take
make
them.
sure you stay within that range.
I guess from here. 4, 5.
Okay. And then where are we going now, Ryan?
This scout squad is going to throw their bolters into the back row conscripts again.
Okay.
Looking for 3s, re-rolling the 1s because of Gulliman. Okay, so 2 hits.
I think that's more than 6 inches, bro.
Within 12 inches, all Imperium units can re-roll 1s.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
So wounding on 3s. So 1 wound.
So we have another 5 up save, which Michele makes. So now what unit is shooting?
Let's do Celestine.
Shooting her flamer?
Yeah.
Somehow shooting a flamer over top of people into other people?
Yeah.
Space magic.
Into the back row of conscripts again.
Okay. So D6 auto hits for
3
3.
hits.
And then wounding
On
on...
2s.
Because it's strength 6?
Oh no, sorry, it's strength 5. Wounding
so
on 3s.
wounding on 3s.
So
At a minus
2.
1 because it's a heavy flamer, correct?
Yeah, essentially.
So you have 2 6-up saves. Michele. Failed them both. 2 more conscripts dead. Moving on, what else is shooting?
We're gonna do the Razorback into the back row of conscripts.
You really don't like that back row of conscripts, do you?
Nah,
So you have 12 shots with the assault cannon.
Yep,
or
I'll
you're going to do
start
storm
the
bolter?
storm bolter
Okay.
first, not within rapid fire.
So you have 2 hitting on
shots.
3s.
Both hit.
And then wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
You owe Ryan another 2 5-up saves. But you make both. Nice, good rolling. And then the assault cannon, which is hitting on 4s because it's heavy and it moved.
Okay. Not horrible.
Not bad at all. And then it's strength 6, wounding on 2s. Because guardsmen, well, conscripts and guardsmen are only toughness 3.
Would you say that one's cocked? One in the corner there? Or is it good?
I'd say it's good because you can tell which side is supposed to be down, right?
Yep, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, so I would have said it was a 5.
Oh,
Actually, just re-roll it.
okay. I'll reroll.
Make it easy because now neither
There
of
we
us
go.
knew what it was supposed to be. There we
So
go.
you've got 8 6-up saves.
8 6-up saves. Made 1, so 7 more die. So the tarantula is now going to fire into the far right scions. So it has 6 heavy bolter shots.
Yep, hitting on 4s. Okay, that's pretty good.
And then wounding on 3s with a minus 1 AP. So 3 went through at minus 1.
I think I'm gonna command point one of these. There we go.
So you got 4 minus 1. Do you get your command point back?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Do I get it?
So does Ryan get... Nope, Ryan doesn't steal... Or Michele doesn't steal a command point. So now you owe Ryan 4 minus 1 saves.
So 4 or 5 ups. 3 go down.
So 3 died.
And it was this one, right?
Yeah.
The one.
It was a squad on the right. Tech Marine shooting his conversion beam?
Conversion beamer.
Conversion beamer into the scouts that are over on that crate.
So D3 shots for 2.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Both hit.
Strength.
Strength 8.
So wounding on 2s.
2 wounds. And minus 1.
So you got 2 5-ups on those scouts. Both go through, so 2 dead scouts in that squad. Gulliman is now going to get a piece of the action, and he's going to shoot his Hand of Dominion into the conscripts.
So 3 shots, hitting on 2s. And re-rolling, of course. Okay, so just 2 hits. It is strength 6, so I'm wounding on 2s.
That is correct.
And re-rolling. So 2 wounds at minus 1.
So you have 2 6-up saves on the conscripts. So 1 dies.
That's alright.
And you took one from behind the building. Any other shooting? You have two Devastator squads and a Dreadnought and Cronus left if he has a gun.
Cronus is going to shoot into the big group of Scions. Just to the smaller group of Scions. With a bolt pistol hitting on a 2. Okay, never mind. Earthshaker on the end there.
I forgot about those because I can't see them. You did a good job hiding them. So where is it shooting?
I'm going to shoot into that Torox with the missiles.
Alright, okay. And so for people wondering, these things have a 240-inch range, so it hits whatever it wants.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need line of sight to shoot either, which is why you can just tuck them into ruins like this. And I know a lot of people that are watching this might think that this is bullshit, but this is how competitive is played.
It's kind of bullshit.
It is kind of bullshit.
A little bit.
But through space magic and the power of competitive spirit, it works. So moving on, you roll 2d6 and pick the highest.
So 5 shots.
So you get 5 shots, and you hit on 4s.
Yes, sir. Hitting on 4. Okay, well that's a
well,
bit
at least
better
it
than
hit this
last
time. At least it hit.
Now it's not going to.
Now it's strength 10, I believe.
9.
Strength
9 against the Torox, so wounding on 3s.
Okay, 1 wound.
1 wound at minus
3.
Minus 3, so 6 up save.
And D3 damage, is it? For 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Down to 8.
Torox. The Torox Prime with the missiles is now down to 8 wounds. Moving on to the other Basilisk, I assume?
Yep.
Shooting it to the same guy?
Same target.
Alright.
2d6. 4 shots.
4 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Okay, 2
You have
hits.
2. Statistical.
And wounding on 3s.
3s.
1 wound.
1 wound and a minus 3 again, so 6 up. And it goes through, so another D3 damage.
Only 1.
For 1. So that puts the Torox down to 7 wounds out of 10. So this Devastator squad is going to have 2 missile launchers shoot crack grenades into the 2 remaining Scions in that one 5-man unit. And then the 2 plasma cannons are going to shoot into these conscripts. So what are we starting with first?
Let's do the missile launchers into the small squad.
Okay, so you hit on 3s.
One of them will be the
signal?
plus 1 to hit. Okay.
But you re-roll because of Gilliman.
So hits, and then hitting on a 3, so they both hit.
And then you wound on 2s.
And
re-rolling because of Gilliman.
2 wounds.
2 wounds and minus 2.
6 up.
So 6 up saves.
Oh!
Wow! That was just some good luck right there.
Never protects.
Now the 2 plasma cannons, who are just short of range, which is why he's not shooting at those guys over there, are going to shoot at the conscripts. So you have 2d3 shots.
Okay.
You got
so
4 shots, average.
And I'm not gonna. There's no point overcharging.
No point in overcharging, so you're hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Re-rolling
the
1.
Okay.
And then you wound on 2s. So you got 3 wounds.
3
So that's just 3 dead conscripts.
Vaporized.
And the bolters that are right there that we couldn't really see because of the terrain in the way are in range to fire at the conscripts. So 2 more bolter shots going into them, hitting on 3s.
Both hit.
Wounding on 3s.
Rerolling.
Nope, rerolling because of Gilliman.
1 wound.
1 wound. Michele has 1 5-up save, which he makes. So after a little talk, Ryan has decided he's going to shoot the Mortis Dreadnought into the two guys of
Bring it on.
of the Scions, because Ryan really does need a kill point. He hasn't killed anything this turn yet, and it'll be very easy for Michele to kill at least 2 units, because you'll probably kill these scouts and then maybe these scouts as well with just some really easy shots from these things. The conscripts could also shoot, maybe get double rapid fire if they do get their order off. So it'll be fairly easy for Michele to get at least 2 kills or even just 1 kill, so that way he has killed more than Ryan and he'll get 2 points for kills while Ryan will get 0. So because of this, Ryan is opting to shoot all 4 last cannons into those 2 guys to at least get 1 kill for sure. So you should get this. You're hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Gilliman. Re-rolling because of Gilliman.
Okay. See?
Wounding on
It's
2s.
not gonna work.
Re-rolling because of Gilliman. Oh, they're dead.
Oh,
There you go.
it worked. Wow.
So Ryan did get his kill, so now he will get a point for killing stuff. He'll get a point for being on an objective. And I believe all we have left is this unit of Devastators left to fire, correct? And what are they going to shoot at?
He's what, at 6 wounds? I reckon I'm gonna put all of them into the rust.
Okay, so
And the bolter,
if it
he's
can
in-
reach, is going to go into the conscripts.
Or maybe just try to pick one of these bastards off. No, okay, into the conscripts.
So it's going to go into the conscripts. So you got 4 last cannons, which are going to be -1 because the Night Shroud.
Yep. So one of them will be the +1 to hit. So,
on a
hitting
3.
on a 3. Okay, and then hitting on 4s.
Re-rolling.
Okay.
So you got 2 hits,
It's not gonna work.
and you wound on 3s.
And
Re-rolling
re-rolling.
because of Gilliman.
Mm,
You got
okay.
1. So Michele, you owe Ryan a 6-up save on your Lehman Russ. And it's failed, so Ryan, D6 damage on the Lehman Russ.
Come on, baby. Okay.
2 damage.
Command point.
He's gonna command point it since he has
do I
so
get it
many
back?
to go with.
I don't get it back.
He doesn't get it back. How much damage?
Show me a 6.
Oh,
5.
so
So
close. So close. So, yeah. Down to 1 wound on the Lehman Russ. Now we're going into the charge phase. Ryan wants Kronos to charge the Scions. So, Michele, you do get Overwatch. What are you starting with first?
Melta, baby.
Meltas. 2 6s. Neither. And then you have your hot shot volley guns, or hot shot last guns. You got 1 hit, strength 4, toughness 4,
No, strength 3.
strength 3, so you still need a 5, nothing. So now, Ryan, your charge,
So I
it
need
looks
a
about
6
a
or a
6.
7?
Oh, that's
Oh!
more than
That
enough.
will
You're
do it.
in.
That will do it. There we go.
Cronus, or Kronos, however you say his name, made
Krona.
it into the charge. Now we're moving on to Celestine.
Into the
Celestine is
conscripts.
charging the conscripts. Conscripts, you get Overwatch. So we're going to count how many shots and we'll do that. So we didn't catch the rapid fire shots on camera because I didn't think it would do anything, but apparently 1 slipped through and Celestine's now on 6 wounds from the Overwatch. Michele still has 6 shots left from the guys that weren't in rapid fire, so hitting on 6s. We got 1 more, wounding on a 4 because strength 3 to toughness 4. Don't roll a 1, Ryan. And he's good.
She's good.
Or she's good. So roll your charge. Don't roll a double 1.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
You're in. You
I
can
will
go
go
wherever
with-
you want. 9 inches.
Nice.
And because she has the fly keyword, she can fly over them and go wherever she pleases as long as she ends her charge within half an inch.
I think I'll put her over here. Yeah, that looks good.
So Celestine's going to end her charge right there behind the church and in battle with the conscripts. So is that all your charges, or are you
No.
charging the scouts as well? Scouts are
I'm
charging.
Throwing the scouts in.
And they conscripts don't get Overwatch anymore because they're locked in combat with Celestine over there through space magic.
Yeah.
And so now they charge.
That'll do it.
That should do it. 5 inches. Yeah, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I don't need to go too far.
So moving into the fight phase, Ryan is opting to start with his scouts. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks because of the sergeant having a chainsword. So 6 attacks hitting on 3s.
Okay, not horrible.
And then wounding on 3s.
Okay, 3 wounds.
3 5-up saves on the conscripts. So 2 go through, 2 more dead conscripts. Now, Michele, would you like to spend 2 points to interrupt anywhere?
I will not.
So Ryan, where are we continuing? Celestine or Kronos?
Let's go with Kronos.
So he has how many attacks?
2 base and then 1 for a chainsword.
So 3 attacks altogether, hitting on, I would assume, 2s.
Yeah, he cuts on 2s.
And then strength 4 probably, so
Yep.
wounding on 3s.
3 wounds.
So 3 wounds, 3 armor saves on your scions.
4 up.
4 ups. So 2 die. And you wound on, I think your strength 7, so on 2s. And that's how many dead guardsmen there are.
So
5
5.
dead guardsmen. So now I believe it's time for the conscripts to smack back. So with a little pile in, just help you here, make it quicker. You got 1, 2, actually you can't pile in because that would make you can't move if it's out of coherency. So you're stuck with 1, 2 guys. Is that actually a sergeant and conscripts?
no,
Okay,
just-
so no, it's just a regular dude.
Just
so you
2
got,
hits?
Yep, just 2. Hitting on
Not that.
no,
Fives.
5s for conscripts?
Yep.
Okay, it was worth a shot though. So I believe that's it then, correct?
Attacks against Celestine.
Oh, and then attacks against Celestine, you
Just
got
one.
1. Does not hit. Alright, so now
Oh, it's
the 3 Scions smacking Kronos.
Okay, so actually the sergeant gets 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, and everyone else hits on 4s. So,
Okay.
so 5 attacks, so I'll do 2 on hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Not that.
No, because you need 5s, you're only strength 3. You got 3 hits, wounding on 5s again. 3 wounds!
Okay.
You got 3 3-ups.
Yep. He's just got a 3-up armor save. And he makes it.
Makes all 3 like a boss.
Excellent.
So with that done, I think we are going into the morale phase. So these guys lost a bunch, so they should auto-fail, but you're just going to use your relic that's within 6 inches to just kill one of them, like the old commissar rule. And that's and then I think you lost some guys from here too. How many?
Yeah,
So
a
just
lot.
pull another one from there too. So this is the strength of that relic with the Valhallans, because they can, they can keep their conscripts alive, and it's almost like the old conscripts, except they don't get orders for free. But you don't bring them for the orders, you bring them for board control and lots of bodies. So with that done, I believe we're now going to go into the scoring for Space Marines. So at the end of Space Marines turn 2, Ryan only achieved 2 points. 1 for killing something, and 1 for being on at least one objective, which would be the one that's hidden back here by the Earthshaker cannon. And that's the only objective. Oh no, I guess he's still on this one too, but it might be... No, it's not contested, because Michele would only have maybe 3, while Ryan still has 4. So, yeah. So only 2 points for the Space Marines. But he might get more if Michele doesn't happen to kill something, and if Michele somehow manages to walk off some objectives. But yeah, so going into Astra Militarum, turn 2. And the movement for Astra Militarum for turn 2 is complete. The Torox Prime that was over there drove down this way to aim at Celestine. The Blood Angel Librarian is now over here, probably going to smite Celestine. The conscripts all pulled out of combat with these scouts and Celestine. The conscripts over here basically stayed still, but a couple of them formed a little shield around the sorcerer. The Primaris Psyker moved and advanced to again probably smite Celestine. And the Lehman Rust stayed still, and Jimmy rigged itself for 1 command point to give itself 1 more hull point or 1 more wound. And yeah, so that, and then Michele rolled to see if he got the command point back, and he failed it. So you're now at how many points?
6.
Alright, and then we had the Scions pull out of combat from Kronos, and the first Death Company squad has arrived. And they have a couple of good targets. They have a 9-inch charge to them up there, but it's going to be very hard, and Wobbly Model is going to be needed in order to properly do this if he wants to go for the Devastators. Or he could charge Gilliman, who is also 9 inches away, or he can charge the Mortis Dreadnought, which is also 9 inches away, or he can charge all 3. He can do whatever he wants with them. But they're here now, so Michele still has 1 more Death Company squad that is waiting to come in, most likely on turn 3. Otherwise, they just die, so I'm sure they'll be here on turn 3. So now with all of that movement done, we're now going on to the Psychic phase. So where are we starting, Michele?
I'm going to smite Celestine.
So the Librarian is smiting Celestine. R5 goes off on a 10, so you get D3 mortal wounds for 3.
Okay.
So Celestine's down to 3 wounds.
Psyker can't do anything else, non-range. And then this guy, let's see if he's in range. No, just out.
He might be in range of this guy though.
Yep.
So smite them. So the Primaris Psyker smiting the scouts because he's not in range of Celestine. So it goes off, D3 mortal wounds, and 2. And that was even with the beta rules that we are using, by the way, because ITC uses the beta rules. So for those that are unaware, the beta rules right now are for every consecutive smite, it's an extra -1. meaning that the first smite is 5, the
Yes,
second
okay.
smite is 6, the third smite is 7. And then the other beta rule is that characters do not block for other characters with the character rule anymore. So if there's 3 characters all like different distances, but there's nothing in between you and them, you can pick any character to shoot because characters don't block for characters. That was to stop Caluxus Assassin spam, which was really, 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 really cancerous. So now, I believe we're going into shooting phase.
Yep.
So you have orders.
We're gonna do move on the
So
guy.
where is your warlord? Hiding in that building?
Yep, in the back corner.
He's somewhere in the back corner. Okay, so he's gonna... Do you need vision to give orders?
I don't believe so.
Double check.
I will.
So after the successful move order, the conscripts have spread out, and tactically, Michele has put 3 within this objective. So even if these guys move back with their objective secured, Michele has more than 2 models on it. He has more models, so he will gain this objective. And with the conga line, he's also holding that objective. And then through the building, there's more on that side, which are near the not the commissar, the commander, who has the relic that allows only 1 to run away from morale. And then the scouts are still over there on that objective. So now we're moving into actual shooting, because that's it for orders, because Michele said he doesn't want to try to give these guys an order, because if it does fail on the conscripts, they can't receive an order for the rest of the game. So he wants to leave that trick in his back pocket in case he needs it. So we're moving on to actual shooting now. Where are we starting?
I'm gonna start with the Death Company back there.
And the Death Company, way on the far end of the board. What are they going to shoot at?
They're gonna shoot into the Devastator squad.
Okay, so they're all pistols?
Yep.
So 10 shots, because you have a unit of 10, correct?
Thunderhammers don't have.
So then
Just
6
6.
shots. 6 shots hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. 2 up saves because they're in the ruin.
2 ups? Or it'd have to be 3 ups for the guys not in the...
Oh, because yeah, there's guys that aren't in the
But
ruin.
they're good.
Okay.
2 crack missiles into your Rhino or a Razorback.
So 2 crack missiles. What else?
And then
Where's the
everything
rest of
else
the
into
guns?
Celestine.
Okay, so the 2 crack missiles first. They hit on 3s because you didn't move. So 1 hit, and you wound on a 3 because strength 8, the toughness 7. Wounds -2.
5 up? Nope.
No. Would you like the command point? And also, here's your thing there.
Yeah, let's command point. I got enough to spare. Okay.
And you're good.
And do I get it back? Yes.
Let's see if I can. I do.
And Michele gets another one too. This is just a game of free command points. I wish my army had this. I only get it when the opponent does it though. Well, that's how Michele's gotten most of his, is from Ryan doing stuff.
That's the only way.
So now we're going into shooting with everything else into Celestine.
8 shots.
8 shots with the hot shot volley guns. And it's heavy, but you didn't move, so all hitting on 3s. That looks pretty good to me.
Did I roll more? Am I just tripping?
No, because you failed 1. How many did you fail?
2.
So yeah, you rolled 1 extra, so re-roll the whole thing.
Okay. I think I grabbed one.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. Same result. The dice god said it was so. And then you wound on 3s. And these are -2, right?
Yep.
So 3 4-up invulnerables on Celestine.
Come on, baby.
She fails 2.
Okay. So she's
And you
down
already
to 1.
used your command point, so she's down to 1. And because you already used your command point, if she dies...
No!
I forgot about that. You messed up. Sorry, Ryan. Hopefully it doesn't... Just hope that you don't roll 1s like you normally do.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, we will see. We will see.
I got $5 on it.
We don't condone betting on this channel.
And then 2 Storm Bolters to... Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said it like that. 2 Storm Bolters to finish her off.
2 Storm Bolters hitting on 3s. 1 wounding on a 4.
3.
3 wounds.
2 up.
2 up armor save, which he makes.
Bolters back here. Let's see if they're in range. Pretty sure they are.
The scout's trying to shoot at Celestine.
Yep. 2 bolter
They're in
shots.
range. 2 bolter shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 up saves.
She's good.
She's still good.
Okay.
This is getting very tense. Will she go down? And if she does go down, will she get back up?
Okay, the conscript's gonna open up into her.
Yeah, how many conscripts can reach?
We got 7 here. And then another 3, so 10 shots.
10 shots, hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s. Hitting on 5s. So 5 hits, wounding on 4s.
All rocks into Celestine. Actually, I'm going to do Gatling Cannon and Hotshot Volley Gun into Celestine. And then 2 Storm Bolters into these guys right here.
Okay, so do the Storm Bolters first, get that out of the way.
Let's see for rapid fire quickly. No. 2 shots.
2 shots, hitting on 4s because you move. Oh no, these are Storm Bolters. So 1 hit, wounding on 4. 1 wound, you have a 4-up save.
Good.
Good.
So we'll do 8 shots on Celestine with the Hotshot Volley Guns.
8 shots, Hotshot Volley Guns into Celestine. And that's the
Yeah, that's all hit.
Okay, and then you wound on 3s.
3 miss, so 5.
5 hits. So you got 5 4-ups again.
Alright. Oh,
And she
so
only
close.
failed 1. She almost lived, but she's slain. Now roll to see if she comes back.
Oh.
Do not roll a 1, Ryan.
Let me use one of your dice. They're better.
Alright.
He's gonna watch it betray you now.
Voodoo.
It's gonna so betray you. You're gonna roll a 1.
Oh!
Okay,
She's
so
back.
Celestine, Ryan does get lucky. Well, not necessarily lucky. It was statistical that she would live, so he didn't get unlucky.
I think I got very lucky.
And now she gets to deep strike anywhere on the board.
I think I need some help with these death pumpkins, so I'm just gonna chuck her.
So she's gonna go right over there.
Nice and
Wait, can't you just put her right next to her and then it heroically intervene? Because you're 9 inches away,
Yeah.
right?
well, heroic intervene is 3 inches away.
Yeah, but if I charge going,
Yeah, but depending on where she goes, depending on where he puts her, you might just be able to charge Celestine as well. Like right there,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
probably
true,
12 inches
yeah.
away,
yeah.
And then you only have to pile in and
Yeah,
then
And
smack
he's
her
got,
again.
he's got what, a 3d6 charge.
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah, put her there.
charging.
Put her there.
No.
So put her outside of 12 so she can't be declared as a charge.
Yeah.
So put her just outside of 12 from these guys so she can't be declared as a charge.
You're right about there.
And then if he happens to pile in like
Right
right
there,
here,
then
then you can get your heroic intervention. And because she's not within 12, he can't declare her as a charge target. So even if he rolls 3d6 because of the Blood Angel stratagem, which I think is called Descent of Angels,
Yep.
if he does that, sure, he can pile into her, but because he didn't declare her as a charge target, Michele will not be able to attack her back, even if she heroically intervenes. So that is where I would place her. And so now, you have some more shooting, or is that it?
Oh yeah, I got my Lehman Russ.
Lehman Russ, the crippled Lehman Russ.
He's gonna shoot his battle cannon and las cannon into that.
Razorback.
Yep.
And then the plasma guns, I'm assuming, into these guys.
Yep.
Alright, what are you doing first?
Battle cannon into the Razorback.
Battle cannon.
2d6. I'm just gonna roll them at the same time.
Because you didn't move, so you get your relentless, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I'm actually at command
Grinding
point.
advance, that's it.
I'm at command point this one.
Okay. So you got 1 hit. Do you get your command point back?
Yep.
Yes, you do.
So 6. Yep. Hitting on 5s.
5s because you're crippled. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -3, so 6 ups.
-2.
-2, 5 ups.
so they
You
both
still
go
fail
through?
both.
D6.
D6 or D3?
D3. So 2 damage.
So 2 damage.
Okay. Put some 2 weight.
And the last cannon on 5. No. And the 2 plasma guns. So you got 4 shots. Average again. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Or 4 because you didn't declare overcharge. And so it goes through. And
Those on the scouts? Or is that...
yeah,
Scouts.
that's on the scouts. So 1 just dies.
Okay. I think I'll take the sergeant.
So Sergeant's now dead. And I think that's it for shooting because the Scions left combat. And you shot everything else and these guys advanced after leaving combat.
The scout's still alive though. There's 1 scout left.
Yeah, there's 1 scout left.
Okay.
So then we move on to assault. So now the Death Company. Who is going to be the target for their charge? They have a couple of juicy targets here.
I'm honestly just gonna go for Gilliman in that back 4 las cannon one.
So the Mortis, Dreadnought, and Gilliman?
Yeah.
Alright, so Overwatch, what are you starting with, Ryan?
Let's go with Gilliman. So he's got 6 shots. 6s I'm looking for, and re-rolling.
Re-rolling because you're Gilliman, the Primarch of the whatever your chapter is.
Sons of the Omnisaya.
There you go.
Heresy, I know. So I got 2 hits, strength 6, wounding on 3s, and re-rolling. Re-rolling, that's what I meant to say.
So 2 hits at -1.
Yeah.
So you have 2 4-ups. So 1 dice.
And then well, how much damage is it?
2 damage.
So 2 6-up, feel no pains because of the Black Rage. 1 more still dies.
So just take one out of the back for me.
That's not a Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the Mortis Dreadnought.
4 last cannons.
4 last cannons, looking for
Re-rolling
6s.
because of Gilliman.
Nothing.
Nothing. Alright, so now we're going to assume that Michele is activating the stratagem to roll his 3d6 charge. I don't know exactly when you're supposed to activate that. I think it's when you declare the charge.
I think so.
We can look it up quickly.
Yep, just to make sure, because I want to teach the people that are watching this how to do it correctly so they don't get Tony'd in a tournament.
Tony.
Yeah, they're going to get Grapondo'd really hard.
Tony.
So we looked it up, and apparently the stratagem is spent right before you roll your dice. So it doesn't say before you declare a charge, it just says before you roll for the charge. So Michele, even in a tournament, still could activate it now. Tony would have no power here. So now, what are you going to roll for first? Seeing if you get your command points back or rolling your charge?
I'll roll my charge.
So 3d6 charge, he needs a 9. And he got in with a lot.
Okay.
12.
Bad maths.
12, I think.
12.
Quick maths. We're good at maths. Make sure you don't get within 3 of Celestine, otherwise she's going to shove her sword somewhere where the sun don't shine. So we have 12 attacks with the Thunderhammers going into Bobby G with the Death Company. So 2 base attacks with +1 for charging because of Black Rage. Hitting on 4s because of -1. And that's a mortal wound on the Devastator squad.
Ain't good enough.
So hitting on 4s because of the -1, which is unfortunate. But now your strength 8. So you're wounding on, should be 3s, but because of the Red Thirst, you're now wounding on 2s. The Red Thirst is their chapter tactic, which is a +1 to their wound roll if they've charged or been charged or heroically intervened on. So that's 5 wounds at -3.
Yeah.
So Ryan and Bobby G have 5 3-up invulnerable saves to make.
Come on, buddy. Okay.
Failed 1.
That's fine.
So a Thunderhammer is 3 flat 3 damage.
Yeah. Puts him down to 6.
So Bobby G is now at 6, and we still have all the chain swords coming in. So we're going to count those, and we'll be back. So we have 24 chain sword attacks coming in, hitting on 3s.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all. And then normally it would be wounding on 5s, but because of the Red Thirst, they're now wounding on 4s. Yeah, 4s, because I'm good at maths. I'm so tired, guys. For those watching at home, you don't realize that it's nighttime out, and
I
was doing stuff all day, and I'm tired now. So that's a lot of wounds, but you do have a 2-up save.
Yes, sir.
So how many was that again? I didn't really count.
9.
9 2-up saves.
Oh, that's more ones than I wanted.
It's 3 ones, so you're down to 3 wounds on Bobby G.
Okay.
And you have either the Devastator squad, Bobby G, or the Mortis Dreadnought.
Let's go with the Devastator squad.
So we got 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling.
Because of Bobby G.
2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Re-rolling. 2 wounds.
3 up.
Oh. Yeah, got one.
And then
6 up, feel no pain. No. So 1 dead.
Okay, and then the Dreadnought. 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Okay, so
I'm
3
wounding
hits.
on 3s. Because I believe it's strength 6, toughness 4.
So 3 wounds.
3 more 3-ups. Good. And now Bobby G gets to swing back.
Yeah.
In
so
all of his glory.
He got 6 attacks, and I'm hitting with the Emperor's Sword. Because I think it's useless attacking with his hand, because his sword is so much better.
Okay, so swinging with the sword.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Okay. Re-rolling. Here we go. 6 hits. That puts him up to strength 8. So wounding on 2s.
2s. And 6s are like mortal wounds or something, right?
Yes. So 6 is D3 mortal wounds in addition to the normal damage.
Okay, so you got D3
So
mortal
D3
wounds.
mortal wounds. So that's going to be 2.
So just 2 feel no pains. So 2 die.
And then you've got 6 saves at -4.
So you and then how much damage is that each time?
3 damage apiece.
So you have a bunch of
So wait,
feel
2
no
died.
pains. So 2 die from the mortal wounds.
Yep.
Now do 3 feel no pains. Another one's dead. Now do another 3 feel no pains. For every one of these dice that are in there, you got to do 3 feel no pains on one guy. So another one's dead. 3 more feel no pains for this dice.
He's dead.
So another guy dead. Now another 3 more feel no pains. Dead. Then another 3 more feel no pains. God damn it. And then the last 3 more feel no pains.
Oh.
I don't know what I was worried about. Goodbye, Death Company.
Do I don't know, I'm thinking.
Apparently Michele didn't watch my How to Kill Gilliman video, or How to Defeat Gilliman video.
Thought I could get him.
Nope.
To be honest, I thought you might be able to do a little
well, you did a lot. You
damage
took
too.
6 wounds off him.
Yeah, you did do enough. So maybe the next Death Company can get him, or maybe the Death Company will do
No,
something
probably
else.
not.
So you spend 3 command points to maybe kill him?
I don't know.
Because let's do the quick maths here. You got 3 attacks. You hit on 4s. So 1.5 should hit. So if you're lucky, you get 2. If you're unlucky, you get 1. So if you're lucky, now you have to wound him on 2 still because you charge. So you should get 2 wounds. Then he has 2 3-up saves, which he probably should make. He might fail one of them though. So if you're lucky, actually, yeah, you probably could do it if you want to spend the 3 points. You got enough to work with, so might be worth it.
I would do it if I were you.
You just want him to spend the command points.
No, I honestly, if I was in his shoes, I would do it. He stands
What
a
about
good,
you?
good
What do you
chance.
stand for?
Fine.
Would you
How many
do
command
it?
points you got left?
7.
I'd do it.
Do it.
And I can get through. Yeah, I might as well, right?
Because you got to spend another 2 more to deep strike the other guys, and then maybe 1 for re-rolling one of the dice. So 3 here, you have 4 left. You can still do that. So go.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll to see if I get him back.
Okay.
And I don't get any of them
Don't
back.
get any back. And luckily, those were the low rolls, because now you need the high rolls to actually hit the guy.
So I'm down to 4.
Miguel's down to 4 command points, and he's spending what's the name of this? Honor the chapter or something like
honor
that.
the chapter.
So now they get to the Death Company get to swing again, or I should say the one Death Company Marine gets to swing again.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
2 hit.
Got 2 hits. Now wounding on 2s because of the Black Rage.
Okay.
So now you have 2 3-up saves. If you fail one of these, Bobby G drops. You failed. Would you like to spend the command point and possibly fail again, and then not be able to command point him getting back up?
Game changer.
Yes.
You're gonna command point this?
I think I can make it. I think I can.
Okay.
Do I get it back? No.
So you don't get the. Luckily, you said that too. So now here's the actual save. If Ryan rolls a 1 or a 2,
Come on, baby.
there's a good chance
Come on.
that the Primarch falls.
Oh! Suck it.
Damn.
So Bobby G does stand firm, and yeah, will not bend.
Oh
through the
my
blood
God.
angels. So now I guess we go into morale, where we have the Death Company. He lost 9. Probably leadership 8 or 7 or something.
Leadership 6 actually. I think
So I think he's just dipping. He's out.
he hit Bob G with the hammer. He just ran.
They really
Hit
put
and
the
run.
Death in Death Company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then any other morales? I don't think. Oh, maybe this.
They lost 3 this turn. Leadership 7.
Okay.
This is
So
good.
you're good.
Yep.
And I believe that's it for morales.
Perfect.
So still kind of close game.
Oh,
We're going to go into the scoring and see what it is, how close it is score-wise. But as for kills and stuff, this is a very close game so far. To be honest, I'm really enjoying this game. I hope you guys, as the viewers, are enjoying this too. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you're actually having fun and enjoying this stuff, because I sure as hell am. So now, that's the end of your turn, I believe, right, Michele?
Yep.
So now let's go into scoring. So now going into the scoring for turn 2 of Astra Militarum. Michele is on multiple objectives. He's on this one right here, that one over there, and one behind that building back there with some scouts on it. And he's on more than Ryan, so he gets 2 points for that. One at the end of his turn, and one at the end of the battle round, which is also at the end of his turn because he went second. He failed to kill anything on this turn because, sure, he did kind of kill Celestine, but she's not slain. She's just moved somewhere else on the board, so that doesn't count as a kill point. This one scout is standing here very bravely, didn't give up another kill point, and the Death Company failed to kill Guilliman. It was very close, very tense, and it could have went either way, but it did go in the Marines' favor. So, Ryan, he got more for killing more than Michele did, so like we were talking about earlier, it was good for him to actually blow away that one unit with only 2 in it with the 4 last cannons, because that did end up securing him 2 points this turn. He gets another point for being on objectives, which we already talked about, but he didn't kill any more vehicles or models with 10 or more wounds. He hasn't killed any units of the conscripts. Like, sure, he's killed models, but he hasn't killed the whole unit yet. And he hasn't killed any characters yet either. So at the end of Battle Round 2, it is Astra Militarum 10 to Space Marines 8. So Astra Militarum is in the lead by 2 points. So now let's go on to turn 3 for the Space Marines. So we have the beginning of turn 3 for the Space Marines and the beginning of Battle Round 3. First off, we need to make a quick note that Ryan and the Space Marines actually have 9 points because they got 1 for the Reaper for killing the 10-man squad of Death Company. I forgot that was a 10-man squad, so it does count towards it. So it's 9-10 right now in favor of the Astra Militarum. But again, it's still anybody's game, to be honest with you. So yeah, let's see the movement. This thing stayed still, if I remember correctly. They scooted a little bit to try to make a bigger area denial bubble for the Death Company, or the second Death Company. Guilliman moved up a little bit, and the Dreadnought and Celestine creating a bigger bubble again so that the Death Company can't get on Bobby G again and kill him. So Devastator stayed still. Kronos over there backed away from the Scions. Tarantula can't move. Earthshaker cannons that I keep forgetting about can't move. And the Tech Marine is standing still. So now we move into Psychic. Done. Moving into shooting. Who's going to shoot first?
Let's start with this scout down here. This is going to rapid fire.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. Scout! Rapid fire.
3s. Okay, 1 hit.
1 hit. Wounding on 3.
Nope.
Nothing.
These scouts here, 2 of the bolters are within rapid fire, and the pistol is within range. So
these 2 probably can't see shit.
yeah. So I'm going to do the 2 bolters.
So 2 bolters.
And the pistol into the conscripts.
Okay. Hitting on 3s.
Okay, so 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
1 wound.
1 wound. You have a 5-up save on the conscripts. And it's good. What's shooting next?
Let's do bolt pistol from Cronus into the Scions.
Okay.
Hitting on a 2.
Then wounding on a 3.
Hitting on a 3. Nope.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's do the Tarantula into... Let's do the Tarantula into the Scouts. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, Tarantula.
Oh, no, actually, I think the Tarantula has to shoot the nearest infantry, so it's going to have to be the Scions.
Okay, then.
Hitting on 4s. Not bad. And looking for 3s. You got 3 wounds at -1.
So 3 5-ups on the Scions. And that's 1, so 2 died. So there's only 1 left now, which is a Malta.
Okay. Tech Marine gonna go into the Scouts. D3 shots for 3.
Why wouldn't you shoot him into that one guy to finish him off and get your kill point?
Yeah, should have done.
And then do better shots into over there.
No, that's what I'll do then.
Okay.
Okay, so hitting on 2s. Okay, 3 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 2s again. So you got 3 wounds at -1.
So you got 3 5-ups on that guy. He did.
Okay.
So that's a kill point for Ryan, so he will get a point for sure for that and for being on an objective, yet again, right there, which is up by the basilisk that's never moving. So more shots. Where are we going now?
Yeah. Let's do the twin assault cannon from the Razorback into the conscripts.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 shots. Hitting on 3s because it didn't move, but wait, is it degraded? I don't think so.
Not yet. He's only lost 2 wounds.
Okay, yep, so you're good.
So looking for 3s. And re-rolling the 1s because of Gulliman, because he's within 12 inches of him. Let's get rid of that. Okay. 1 extra hit from that, not bad. And looking for 2s.
2s.
So you've got 8.
6-ups on those conscripts.
So 6 die.
Yep.
What else you gotta shoot into?
Storm Bolter, and I'm going to also put Gulliman into him and some boulders.
Alright.
Okay, so Storm Bolter from the Razorback into the conscripts. Looking for 3s. Both hit. And 1 wound.
5-up, which he makes.
Okay. Gulliman's going to throw his Hand of Dominion into the conscripts. Looking for 2s. They all hit. Looking for 3s. And re-rolling. So you got 2.
Is it strength 5 or 6?
Strength 5.
Okay, so 3s. So you got 2 at -1. So 1 died.
Okay. Let's do Earthshaker over there on the side.
The far Earth Shaker?
Yeah, he's going to go into...
Whatever he wants, because he has...
How many wounds is
so
that?
far.
7.
7. He's going to go into the Wounded Taurox.
Okay.
I guess. So, D6 shots. Pick the highest. So
4.
it's going to be 4. Hitting on 4s.
So you
Okay.
got 2 hits.
Do I want to spend a point? Am I going to use one in the shooting phase? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, I'll command point one of these. Do I get it back? Nope. And do I hit? Nope. Okay.
I want to see if I can.
And then does Michele get a point? No.
Alright, so I got 2 hits and wounding on 3s.
So 2
So
wounds
2
at
wounds.
-3.
-3.
So you have 2 6-ups. Failed them both. 2d3.
For 3.
3. So you're down to 4 wounds on that Taurox Prime.
Alright, other Earthshaker, same thing. I'm going to try to finish it off. So D6 shots for 5.
5. Not bad.
Could do it.
Hitting on 4s.
Looking for 4s. Give me those. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the first round of
It's like-
shooting all over again.
Alright. Whatever. Let's go now to my Dreadnought.
So the Mortis Dreadnought, what's
Yeah.
he shooting at?
Unfortunately, the only things he's in range of are the scouts and the conscripts, so I'm going to throw my shots into the scouts. I'm going to try to wipe them out.
Okay.
So looking for 3s, because he did not move. And re-rolling, because of Gulliman. So 3 hits, and looking for 2s, re-rolling. So 3 wounds at -3, which just goes through them.
Nice.
And they're dead.
Okay, Devastator Squad up here. Gonna do 2 plasma cannon shots, possibly into the Taurox. Absolutely. So 2 plasma into the Taurox, 2 missile launchers into the Lehman Russ. So let's do the missile launchers first. Crack, of course, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Okay, just 1 shot, or 1 hit. Wounding on a 3.
4. Touches 8 on me.
Okay, so re-rolling. There we go. Got a wound. -2.
-2. So it's 5-up. You're good.
Okay. And the 2 plasma at the Taurox, so 2d3 shots for 6.
Not bad.
Not
It's the first time you've rolled more than 4.
Yeah. Looking for
Overcharging?
3s. I can't now.
Okay.
So yeah, just hitting on 3s, you're rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna overcharge.
So then strength 7 against, what is this against? The conscripts?
On the Torox.
The Torox, okay, so wounding on 3s. Because it's toughness 6.
And re-rolling. So
4 wounds at -3. So 4 6-ups. Made 1, so 3 damage on that Torox.
Oh, sorry.
Let's do this Devastator. Oh no, I forgot. I still have 2 bolters there at the bottom. And I'm going to put those in the cultists. Only thing range. 3s, re-rolling. And 3s. Re-rolling. So you got 2 wounds on the cultists. Or conscripts.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
2 go down.
Actually, no, the cultists would be more like guardsmen, but they can go up to 40, so they're kind of like conscripts with the stat line of guardsmen. But they only got 6-up saves, so...
Okay, so this Devastator squad, I believe that's the last thing I have to shoot. Bolter into the conscripts. 2 las cannons into the Rus, and then 2 into the Torox in the middle of the field.
So the 2 last cannons going where?
2 into the Torox and 2 into the Rus.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so I'll do the bolter first into the conscripts. Hits. Wounds.
Failed, another one dies. Do you still have some over there?
No.
Oh, so they're just gonna run away then.
But I'm gonna bring them back. That's why I did that.
Oh, if you spend 2 to keep them alive.
No, then it's not like yours. It's they die after they die. You bring them back.
Oh, really? Your whole squad can just die and you bring them... Oh!
Okay.
How much does that cost?
2 points.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, cool.
Alright, so 2 las cannons into the Rus.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, both hit.
Wounding on 3s, because strength 9 against toughness 8.
2 wounds.
2 6-up saves on the Lehman Russ.
Okay.
They go through.
That's it.
2d6.
He's at 2 wounds, right? Or 3?
Oh, so
2.
you're just dead. Do you blow up? No. Lehman Russ is gone.
Okay. And then 2 las cannons at the Torox. One of them will be hitting on a 2, which will be this one. And then that one's hitting on 3. Re-rolling. God, I love those re-rolls. They're so good.
Yes.
And wounding on 3s. Re-rolling. So 2, 6.
1 goes through.
So d6, so you can't kill it. 3 damage. So it's down to 4.
4.
So turn 3 for the guard. He's moved his conscripts up a little bit. He has the Blood Angel Librarian right behind them. He has the Primaris Psyker right over here. And then he dropped in, at the end of his movement phase, dropped in the Death Company. Oh, but also before the end, he moved the Torox Prime in such a way that it's hidden from both units of Devastators. So that way he doesn't, he can live for at least a turn and hold on the objective that's right behind it. I believe that's it for the main movement. This Torox is stood still. And now after the Deep Strike, which is still at the end of the movement phase, Michele is activating the, I believe it's the Valhallan specific stratagem.
Yeah, send in the next wave.
Send in the next wave. So he gets to basically bring back the unit that just died. But it has to be within 6 inches, but wholly within his deployment zone. So only one guy in the back has to be within the 6 inch of his table edge, and everything else just has to be in his deployment zone. So he's doing that now, and we'll get back to you once that's done. So now Michele has finished deploying the reborn unit of conscripts, which are all big old daisy chain again. And for those wondering, his warlord or his not librarian, your warlord, what's his name? The commander.
Yeah.
The commander with the relic that makes them fearless is inside there, like right in the corner. So he should be within 6 of that model and within all of these. So they're still basically fearless. And that should be it. So we're going into orders, or no, psychic. So who's doing what now? I'm assuming this guy is going to smite that guy?
Yep.
Okay, so you need 5. And it goes off on a 5, so that one guy just dies.
Yeah.
Boom. Then the librarian, is he doing anything?
I don't think you can.
Which, by the way, you guys probably noticed from the last clip, the librarian moved from there to there. Michele mentioned that he forgot that he forgot that he wanted to move him and asked Ryan if it was okay that he did so, and Ryan was a good sport and allowed him to do it. So now we're he's not doing anything?
No, he can't.
So then we're moving on to shooting. What's going to shoot?
I'm going to do move, move, move.
Oh, your orders, yep. So move, move, move
I'm
on
gonna do it
this
on-
front unit again?
Yep. So
They haven't failed an order yet, so you can still do this.
good.
Goes off on a 4.
So they're advancing.
Okay, so you did it on both of them again?
No, I just.
Oh, just them, and then
So
that
it's
was your
10,
advance,
yeah,
so 4.
10.
Alright, so he's going to do that, and we'll get back. Alright, we are now going to have that Torox Prime fire its missiles into this, and I'm assuming that's it, because nothing else is in range. So we have 2 missiles. It didn't move, hitting on 4s. You got 1 hit. You wound on a 3. And it's a wound at -2.
5
Ryan has a 5 up.
No.
Failed. So it's D6, so you can't kill it. 2, so it's now at 6 wounds.
Yep.
Alright, what else is shooting?
I'm gonna do this tank into that. Razorback.
Okay. So it did move, and I'm assuming it was hitting on 5, so it's probably hitting on 6s now?
It's hitting on 4 because I have 4 wounds left.
Okay.
And then I move, so the heavy weapon's gonna be hitting on 5s.
Okay. So it's hitting on 4s now, but he moved, so now hitting on 5s, and he's shooting everything into the Razorback.
So 2 storm bolters.
2 storm bolters. 1 hit, wounding on a 5. 1 wound, 3 up save.
Good.
And it's good.
Okay, hot shot volley guns.
Hot shot volley guns.
5s.
Hitting on 5s. Then wounding on something.
Not that.
Not that.
And 20 shots.
And 20 shots from the Gatling cannon. And we're back. And sorry about that annoying fan. We almost forgot about it again, but we just caught it. Thank you, Ryan. So now the Gatling cannon going into the Razorback. So it hits on 5s. Decent amount of 5s from what I can see. And then wounding on 5s. So you have 1, 2. 3 ups.
3 ups. Take 1.
Failed 1. You're at 5.
Yep.
Moving on. Where are we going now?
Those guys advanced. These guys, see if they're in range. Probably not. No. That guy is not going to shoot, which he's in the open. I shouldn't even put him there. Bad mistake on my part. Then these guys are going to shoot into the tech priest.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them will have to go into the tarantula.
Oh
The
yeah,
2 at
these
the
two.
end.
Okay, so at least 2 in the tarantula and 4 into your tech priest. So 4 into the tech priest.
So they all hit. And 3 wounds.
Okay. 2 up armor save. Take
Failed
1.
1. So how many wounds does he got?
I believe he has 5.
So he's down to 4. And
Tarantula.
then for the shots on the tarantula, hitting on 3s. Wounding on...
Toughness 5.
So 5s. 1 wound.
3. Yep.
Are you sure it's a 3 up?
Yep.
Okay. Either way, you rolled pretty high, so you're good. And I think that's it for shooting. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're running low here. Running low on steam. So now we're going to have the Death Company, I'm assuming, charge some stuff.
Okay, they're gonna charge this guy, that thing, and that thing.
Okay. So,
What would you like to overwatch with first?
let's go with the tarantula.
Okay.
So
So
6
6 shots, hitting on
shots,
6s, because
Got nothing.
2 heavy bolters.
Alright.
Then you have your Basilisk.
Let's do the tech first.
The
The
tech-
tech marine.
Tech Marine,
Yeah.
okay.
So D3 with the conversion beamer. That's 3 shots.
Hitting on 6s.
You know, 6. I got
1.
1 hit.
Strength 8, wounding on 2.
Wounding on 2. There's a wound at -1.
So you have a 4 up, which you do not make. 6 up, feel, or how much damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. 2, 6 up, feel no pains. And you have a guy die.
Okay. And then bolter from the tech priest. Tech marine. Now you got me saying tech priest. Thanks a lot. So 1 hit. 1 wound.
1 wound. 3 up.
Oh no.
6 up, feel no pain.
Oh,
Hey!
Black Rage.
And then
The Black Rage.
Earthshaker. So it's gonna be 5
5
shots.
shots. Hitting on 6s.
You know.
Restrictions.
Nothing.
Okay, so I'm activating the stratagem for 2 command points. I'm gonna see if I get him back. No, so I'm
Nope.
done.
So now 3d6 charge. So Michele is now out of command points, and
9.
he has a 9-inch charge, which should put him into the 2 things that are on top, and possibly the bottom. I don't think it'll get him into the basilisk, or not the basilisk, the Earthshaker cannon, but it will get him into the 2 guys on top. So we're gonna have to do some wobbly model syndrome here, but we'll get back once it's done. So the Death Company end their charge right there. All of the ones that are touching the wall are actually going to be wobbly model on top of the railing right there. So that way they'll all be able to get, well, close to being in base or being able to do some stuff. And the guy that's on the bottom is probably going to pile into the building to get within 3 of that Earthshaker cannon. So we'll get back to you guys after the pile-in with that one guy, and then we'll do the attacks. We'll divide them up and see what we're doing. Okay, so again, this is after the pile-in. That one guy is now inside there, in base, with the Earthshaker, so he dragged it in the combat. He will not be able to attack it because he did not declare a charge. No, they did declare a charge on it, so he can't attack it. These 3 guys right here underneath my hand are going to attack that thing, because remember, they're wobbly model along that edge right there. So they're going to attack that, and everything else is going to go into the Tech Marine. So you have 8 chainsword attacks. Alright, so these guys are going to attack that. Well, they already did. We didn't catch it on camera, though. I wasn't paying attention. So they actually auto-hit all of it, but they failed to wound it at all. So
They got 1 wound.
They got 1 wound, but it was saved, correct?
Nope.
No, it wasn't. So it's down to 1 wound. So now we have the Thunder Hammer that is going to swing into it. So it hits on 4, or no, it auto hits.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, those
So I guess that's wounds, which normally would be on 3s, but because of the red thirst, it's on 2s. So that's 3 minus 3s.
I have no save.
No save, so it just dies.
Yep. And I
Does it explode?
pretty sure it does not explode.
All right,
oh no, it does.
Oh, shit.
On a
Okay.
6?
Come
Okay.
on, give me a 6. No.
No. Okay, so the tarantula
I'm gonna
is
command
Are
point
you
that.
serious?
I
Okay.
need some explosions. Come
No,
on.
no.
These are not the most tactical decisions in the
Well,
world.
I've got 7.
Oh, let me see if
I,
Not
yeah,
back.
but at that point, you've gotten so many back, so might as well.
Let's
On a
see
6!
Let's see if I get it back. No.
You don't get your command point back. Does it blow up?
Let me see that 6. No.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna see if I get it back. No.
Miguel doesn't gain
Three
a first
threes.
command point. Okay, and then we have everything else attacking that Tech Marine. So do your Thunder Hammers first, because I'm pretty sure those will do the job. So you got 3, 6, 9, 12 attacks with the Thunder Hammers.
No, only 9. Because they have the Thunder Hammer.
Oh, I thought that guy in the back corner. Yeah, you only have 4 Thunder Hammers, so 9 attacks. My mistake. 9 attacks hitting on 4s.
Okay, those guys up there.
Yeah, he's up there, just wobbly model, put him back down over there. So hitting on 4s. It's not the best. But now wounding on 2s. Would be 2s anyways normally. 3 wounds at minus 3, so I believe you have a 5-up save.
That's correct. 5 up. Take 2.
So you take 6
He's-
damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
And he got squashed.
Does he explode? No. I wish. Come on, bud.
And then they're gonna pile up.
Okay, and then they're going to pile in and put themselves underneath probably. And they're in combat with the Basilisk now, so they can't be shot. That guy wouldn't be able to hop all the way over there. Alright, so he's going to finish in this pile in and we'll be back. So we forgot to do the attacks of the little guy underneath, and he actually ended up putting 3 wounds on the Earthshaker. So it's down to 4 wounds. So after the Consolidate move, that's what the Death Company looked like. And there's no morale to take on the Space Marine side, so now we're just going to go into scoring for the Astra Militarum with Blood Angel allies. So at the end of Battle Round 3, Michele did end up killing something, but he didn't kill as much as Ryan, so Ryan got the bonus for kills. Michele is on more objectives than Ryan, though, so he got 2 points for that because he got the bonus. He got another Headhunter point for killing the Tech Marine. Celestine's still safe in the corner, so the 1 point he can possibly get is not possible. And Old School, he still didn't slay the Warlord, and it's not the end of the game for Linebreaker or Last Blood. So with the scoring done, at the end of Battle Round 3, it is 15 for the Space Marines and 14 for Astra Militarum. So again, very close game. And to be honest, I still don't know who's going to take it, because either player can, like, Michele's dominating the board, like in board presence and everything, but Ryan is just killing stuff. So we got to see if Michele can pull it through by playing to the mission, And yeah, so we're going to go into Space Marines turn 4. So movement for turn 4 of the Space Marines is now finally finished. So the Scouts moved up a little bit. The Razorback moved up a little bit. The Devastators are still chilling up there. The other two that were on the ground on the other side that were getting the rerolls for them is now over here. The guy that's in the bottom of that one for that squad moved over to the other corner, so that way Gilliman can reach at least the 12-inch reroll 1's bubble for Imperium. Celestine used their Act of Faith and flew over there, while Kronos advanced to try to get as far away from the Death Company as possible to not give up Headhunter. So with that done, we're moving into... and the Mortis Dreadnought and Gilliman both moved away from the Death Company so that if they do happen to live, they at least don't get a free and easy charge off of. So now with that done, Psychic, which you don't have any, so shooting. What's going to shoot?
Okay, let's start with the Scouts. I'm going to put... gotta see who I'm in the room.
It looks like 2 can see that guy, unless you're going to try to shoot these guys.
And then 2 can see these guys.
Which
They're out of range, so only...
Only the 2 right there that are going to shoot those guys?
Yep.
Go for it. So you hit on...
3s.
I don't think you're in rapid, so...
So one hit.
Okay, and then wounding on 3s.
One
Wound. You got a 5-up conscript save. Dead conscript.
Alright, Razorback is gonna just... he's gonna try to finish off the Torox.
Okay, 12 shots. So you moved, so it's -1. He's on 5 wounds, so another -1.
Yeah.
So you're going to be hitting on 5s.
Yeah. I'll start with the Stormbolter, which will be hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Okay, 2 hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Nothing.
Nothing. And then you have 12 shots hitting on 5s, which is the Twin Assault Cannon.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then wounding on 5s and 6s. Because strength 6 to toughness 7.
Oh no, toughness 6.
Oh,
So 4s!
You got 3.
3.
-1.
So 3 4-ups. Made 2, failed 1, so it's down to 3 wounds.
The Earthshaker that is not tied up is going to try to finish off that Torox down here with 3 wounds.
Okay.
So, D6 shots for 6.
Not bad. Good start.
And a bunch of 1s and 2s, hitting on 4s. Ah, okay. 3 hits. That's not bad.
Statistical. And then you wound on 3s.
2
2
wounds.
wounds at -3. 2 6-ups. Nope. So 2d3. If you roll average, you kill it.
There we go.
And you rolled average.
Exactly
No,
3.
3. So, and it doesn't blow up. So the Torox is gone. So now you have, I believe the other Earthshaker can still shoot even though it's in close combat,
cannot.
correct? It cannot?
No.
Okay. So then you have...
Let's do the Dreadnought in... I guess the Death Company would be closer than the Primary, say. So he's going to have to put his shots into the back row of conscripts.
Okay, so 4 last cannons. He did move, so hitting on 4s now. Rerolling everything but 3s because of Gilliman, since 3s are natural hits.
So I got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s.
So you
Okay.
got rerolling because of Gilliman. So 2 dead conscripts.
Back row?
From the back row.
I guess the plasma cannons are out of range of everything. So 2 missile launchers at the back row of conscripts. Gonna do frag.
Okay, and then what are the plasma cannons going into?
Nothing, they're out of range.
Okay, so 2 frag missile launchers.
Yes. This will be the first one hitting on the 2, because why not? So 6
shots, not bad.
Hitting on 2s. And, okay, they all hit.
And then wounding on 4s.
Yeah, wounding on
Or 3s.
3s.
Rerolling because of
rerolling.
Gilliman.
So you've got
5.
5.
5 armor saves on the conscripts.
Oh.
Looks like you failed them all, so 5 dead.
This squad?
The back squad.
Oh.
And missile launcher. 6 shots again. Not bad.
Bad at all. Seems like you're starting to make up for that bad round of shooting in turn 1.
Yeah, and I have to put them on cultists, conscripts, whatever. Rerolling that. Okay.
So 5 hits, wounding on 3s.
Rerolling. 5
So you got
wounds.
5 wounds. 5 more, 5 up. Saves.
Tell them all again.
Another 5 dead. Conscripts are quickly falling.
Damn.
I'm gonna put everything into the front row of conscripts.
So 4 last cannons and probably not any bolters.
No, so the one hitting on a 2-up hits.
Rerolling
not
that too.
rerolling.
Oh wait, no,
Out of
because
range.
you're out of range.
Yep.
Yep.
Wounding on 2s. No.
One
wound.
dead conscript.
Command point. Do I get it back? Nope.
No.
I get it.
Do I hit it?
I do.
Or wound?
And then
There's 2
Michele
wounds.
rolled a 6, so he does get a command point. So he's now at 1 again. And did you spend yours?
Yes.
Okay. And did it go off
I
the
got,
next time?
Yeah, so I got 2
So
wounds.
two dead cultists or 2 dead
Back
conscripts. Yes.
Front squad.
Front squad?
Front squad.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to go into charges, and I believe the only charge we have to do is Celestine into the Death Company. And they can't overwatch because they're in combat already, so we measured, she needs a 7. So let's see if Ryan can roll a 7. He got it with a 12.
Yeah, okay.
He's in.
I'll just, I'll chuck her right there, I guess.
So she's going to go right there.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. No other charges, right? So let's just start swinging. She has 6 attacks. She hits on 2s.
Yep. Come on, no 1s. Okay. There's
You got 1-1.
That's fine.
That's statistical, you're fine.
And
And then your strength 7. So wounding on 3s.
Come on, no 2s or 1s. Ah! 3 wounds.
So you got 3 at -3.
Yep.
So 6 up saves.
Or hold up. Hold up. I think I want to command point one of these wounds. Because I might as well, right?
Okay, so.
Okay. Well, Ryan didn't look over at the wound rolls, so if you want to, go for it.
Okay. No wound, do I get it back? Nope. So
I-
just 3.
Okay, so do I get it back? No. And then 2 damage each, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
2 damage each.
So 6 up.
No.
Nope. Almost. Then another feel no pain on the other guy, so 2 dead.
Alright, that's not horrible.
Could have been better. Could have been worse. So now Miguel's going to do his attacks. He's going to divide some attacks up, and we'll be back. Okay, so those 2 guys that are on top are supposed to be underneath, but we're just leaving them up there for convenience. But anyways, there's going to be 2 chain swords and a thunderhammer that are attacking Celestine, and everything else is going into the Earthshaker cannon. So let's do the thunderhammer first.
Since I got charged, I get +1 attack.
Yep,
So-
because you're Black Rage.
Yeah, so Thunderhammer into Celestine.
So you hit on 4s because it's -1 for nothing, and then you have 8 chainswords attacks against her. So hitting on 3s, not bad. Wounding on 2s because they would normally wound on 3s, but Red Thirst. So you got 2 up saves.
Okay.
She's fine, and then the rest going into the Earthshaker cannon.
So I got 9 Thunderhammer.
9 Thunderhammers. Let's see if this does the trick. Hitting on 4s. Okay, not bad. And then wounding on 2s because strength 8, but then Red Thirst. So 4 at -3.
I got no save.
No save. It's 3 damage each. Does it blow up?
Does it blow
On a
up?
6.
Do I want
No.
to command point it?
Yeah, do it so I get a command point back.
Yeah, okay, let's command point that. Do I
Well,
get it?
Ryan's just having fun at this point.
Do I get it back?
No.
Oh, give me that 6, buddy.
Oh, it blew up.
Yes.
You know that's against your own Celestine,
Yeah,
right?
I don't care at this point.
Okay, so how many D3 mortal wounds on Celestine?
Well, let me just make sure. It's D3, so on Celestine.
Takes
2.
2. She's at 5 now, I believe.
Yep.
Then how many on the Death Company?
Come on, give me 3.
Oh, that's off the table.
3!
3. So you
That's
got
all.
3, 5 up, or 6 up. Black Rage saves. None, so 3 die.
Damn it.
I'm assuming you're going to be 3 chain swords.
It was worth it.
Alright, so Miguel's going to
Here,
do that
I'll
and we'll
pull
come
this
back.
guy out.
So that was the end of Space Marines turn 4. So Celestine ended up killing a couple of them. We did it off camera. They did the morale and they actually rolled too high, so one guy had to run. Then over here, these guys actually passed their leadership, while these guys had 1 flee from the relic of the warlord, the commander that's hidden in the corner of that ruin. And with that said, we went into scoring. Ryan ended up getting 1 for killing something and 1 for being on an objective. He is on 2 objectives. And also, Michele got a point for Kingslayer because he put another 2 wounds on Celestine, who is the king he is trying to slay. So now, with the first half of turn 4 done, Ryan is up 17 to 14 or 17 to 15 for the Space Marines. But Michele still has his half of turn 4 to try to gain some more points. So again, this is anybody's game. This is probably the closest game we've had on the channel so far, and probably the most exciting as well. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into Astra Militarum, turn 4. So now we're in turn 4 for the Astra Militarum, and this is starting to look very barren. It was once filled with a bunch of conscripts, and now they're all moving away to do other things. So these guys moved and advanced, same with the Blood Angel Librarian. And then these guys back here, which were the unit that could still receive orders, they moved and advanced, and then we went into the orders just to get them done real quick. Oh, technically I guess I would have skipped the Psychic phase, but we'll go back and we'll do that. We're just trying to finish this really quick because you guys aren't, you don't realize how late it is right now while we're recording this. So we're trying to get this done as quick as possible because this is a very exciting game and we don't want to quit it here. We want to see who wins. So they did move and got around there. These guys got around there. So now we're going to go and kind of go back in time to do the Psychic phase real quick. We're not going to Tony Michele over here.
Don't Tony me, okay? Don't worry about it.
So we're just going to, we're going to allow him to do the Psychic phase. So what are we doing?
Smite on that tank.
With the Librarian?
Yep.
Okay, so on a 5, it goes off. D3 mortal wounds. For 3, okay. So you're down to 2.
And then that's it.
And that's it.
Oh, and actually Night Shroud on these guys, so they're -1 to hit.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, it doesn't go off.
It doesn't go off. Alright, so now we're going into actual shooting, which isn't going to be much. So I guess those guys are going to shoot their pistols into, if there is any pistols left.
Pistols.
No pistols left, so no pistols. So I guess these guys advance, so they're not shooting, so it's just this Torox. What's it shooting at?
At the Razorback.
Everything into the Razorback. Let's do the missiles first. Hitting on 3s because it didn't move. Oh wait, no, it's wounded though, so I guess it's 4s or 5s?
4s right now.
Okay, so 1 hit, wounding on a 3, because strength 8. 5 up save on the Razorback. No. So D6 damage.
Oh, yes! Oh my god!
You have your 1 command point, I believe, right? Would you like to command point that to most likely kill the Razorback?
Alright. Oh my god!
No! Well, at least see if you get your command point back.
Okay.
And you got your command point back, so it's not that bad then. So this is now down to 1 wound.
Damn it.
And now I guess that's the end of the shooting phase. So we're going to go into the assault phase where there's only these guys. So they're just going to pile in and attack.
Yep.
So you have 4 Thunderhammers left alive?
Yep.
Alright. Just pile them in. So that's 12 attacks.
Nope.
Nope, because...
charge.
Yeah, so it is 8 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll command point 1.
Okay, he's going to command point 1, needing a 4.
No.
Nope. Do you get your command point back?
No.
Nope. 1 into a 1, always.
Okay.
So now your red thirst is gone, so this is on...
No.
Actually, it should still be on 2s, no matter what.
Yeah.
So, 2s. You got 3 wounds. 3 4-ups.
Come on,
if she
baby.
fails all of them, she's dead.
Come on, Celestine.
She failed all of them.
No matter what, she's dead.
So she's dead.
That's alright. She did her job.
Celestine is now gone. Oh, yeah, because you have no more command points, right?
I have 5.
Do you want a command
Well,
point?
even if he did, it'd be 6.
She's still dead.
Right?
Because she has 5 wounds left.
Oh, and it's 3 damage each.
Yeah.
See, guys, I'm tired. So she died no matter what.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, so now you can have your consolidate 3 inches towards the nearest enemy, which will help you get closer to charging either this or the basilisk or whatever you want on your turn, or even that guy to max out your headhunter, which would probably be the smart thing to do. to try to gain points up on Ryan. So I guess this is going to be your turn. We have no morale or nothing. These turns are going to go quick. So let's go right into the scoring. We'll do it right here. So Michele did get a kill. He is on an objective. I believe he's on more objectives. I'm not left-handed, by the way. That's why it looks retarded. So Michele has more objectives, so he got a point for that. He's not getting the bonus, although he did try. He has that librarian on that one. He has his commander over on that one. And this Primaris needed 1 more inch on his advance in order to get that. So next turn, he'll start getting the bonus if those 3 characters are alive. But for now, he misses out on it. How many units did you kill in your turn, Ryan?
1.
So you're both tied for the amount of units killed. So Ryan doesn't get max. And then Michele also gets Headhunter because he did kill a character. So that now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 14. So 19 to Ryan's 17. So we had a nice little swing there. So now Astra Militarum's in the lead. Like I said, guys, this is anybody's game so far. And it looks like it's starting to lean towards Michele. Because Michele has been playing to the mission, which means he's been just trying to get as many points as possible, not necessarily trying to kill as much as possible. Whereas Ryan's list is built to kill as much as possible, not necessarily to gain as many points as possible. So with that done, I guess we're now going to go into battle round number 5 with the Space Marines turn. And for those that are unaware with ITC, the game automatically goes to turn 6 and ends. There is no rolling for random turns, so this is the second last turn of the game. Let's see if Space Marines can try to claw their way back into this. So Space Marines, turn 5. Turn 5 movement for the Space Marines is finished. So these scouts tried to advance, but they low rolled, and even with a, or actually no, you command re-rolled something else. What did you command re-roll?
His advance.
His advance. So he ended up going, what, 8 inches?
7.
7 inches. So he's right there. Also, your command point made you go down from a 2 to a 1. Oh, yeah, okay. Gilliman moved over here to give them re-rolls again and them re-rolls again. Well, they were still getting it anyways. He's still within 6 of the Mortis Dreadnought, so that's still getting re-rolls now. And yeah, the scouts advanced, but didn't roll well enough. Ryan's idea was hoping he rolled big so he could get more models on that objective than Michele to at least try to contest it for more objectives. But to be honest, I don't know if that could have worked anyways, because Michele could have just shot them off. This is why these missions are geared towards the person going second getting more points, because they can kind of see what the person did first and then kill the stuff they need to in order to be on more objectives or kill more. And it's made like that on purpose because normally a lot of your stuff dies on turn 1. So you guys might have thought it was downhill from Astra Militarum for turn 1, but this just goes to show that in the ITC, the person going second actually has a slight advantage, even though they're going to lose a bunch of stuff on turn 1. So with that done now, we have Psychic Phase, but there is no Psychic Phase for this army. So now shooting. Who are we going to shoot with?
Okay, let's go with the Razorback into the
So the
conscripts.
Razorback that's probably hitting on 5s, and it didn't move.
So Stormbolter?
5s.
Yeah, not with a rapid fire. So 1 hit.
1 hit, wounding on a 3.
Nope.
1 conscript. Oh wait, no, that was a 1.
Yeah, I did not wound.
Yes,
And
I'm tired.
The
You're fired.
Tired.
so the assault cannon, twin assault cannon, looking for 5.
Oh, that's a lot of 5s and 6s.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're wounding on 2s.
Yes, sir.
Because it's strength 6, toughness 3.
So you got 5.
5 and -1, so 5 6-up saves on those conscripts.
Oh, okay.
So only 3 die.
2? Oh, 6 up. Yeah, that's right. So,
Make sure not to pull the guy that's within the relic.
Then I'm gonna do Robot Gilliman
Okay.
into the Death Company.
So 3 shots.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on 2s. Reroll them 1s.
2s. They all
Okay.
hit.
Strength 5, so 3s.
3s.
2 rerolling because of Gilliman.
3 wounds.
3 wounds,
Minus
-1. 3 4-ups on those Death Company. And all, well, 3 6-ups now.
2 damage apiece. So 6.
Okay, so first guy's dead. Next guy. Dead. Third guy. Dead.
Maybe I can get a No, I can't get a 2-key pistol shot out of range. Okay.
Oh, plus you advanced anyways. You can't shoot with the
yes,
pistol.
that's true.
So you now have these 2 squads and your basilisk.
Yeah, I think I'll go with. Let's do these guys. This Devastator squad. I'm gonna do 2 plasma cannons at the Death Company guy, 2 missile launchers at the conscripts in the middle of the field.
Okay, so we're going to do this off camera because the battery is dying again. I really need to buy a second battery to be able to plug into this thing. This is a new camera. I didn't realize the battery would die, plus we've been recording for a very long time. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we're just going to finish these turns now and tell you guys what happened, because there's not much shooting and everything anyways, and yeah, we kind of just want to see how this ends. So we'll be back after the turn's done. So after doing Ryan's whole turn really quickly, what happened was a bunch of stuff shot over in the conscripts, which was mainly this thing, which rolled extremely well. Then the plasma cannons and missile launchers. And the missile launchers, he did frag and actually got 6 on both of them. And because with Gilliman and re-rolling all the stuff, he basically got to kill like 12 conscripts right off that, and it was very low after that. So he ended up killing them before this unit even got to shoot, because the Mortis finished them off, I believe. There was like 2 guys left, and the Mortis finished them off. Then these guys were now the closest to the Blood Angel Librarian, because also there was something. What killed those guys back there?
It was Gilliman and the plasma cannons.
Oh, Gilliman and the plasma cannons, and then the missile launchers from here went over into there. That's how it happened. And then these guys ended up sniping the Blood Angel Librarian. So it was good target priority all over from Ryan. So even though he kind of failed here, he did very well with killing stuff. And now the board looks really empty. All that stuff in the back corner is all dead, by the way. So it's just this Torox, the commander over there, these conscripts, and the Primaris Librarian, or Primaris Psyker. So there's not much left on the guard side. Ryan on his turn gained 4 points, and that's not considering the end of battle round scoring where he might get more objectives or might get more kills. But as it looks, he's holding 2 objectives, and Michele's going to be holding 2, so it's not going to be that. I doubt Michele's going to kill more, so Ryan might get an extra point for that, but we will see what Michele can pull out on his turn 5. So after the guard's 5th turn, he moved these guys, went to go give them the order for move, 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 and it failed. So now they can't receive orders anymore. His Primaris Psyker hopped over here, made these guys -1 to hit, so that's going to be nice. And the commander's still over there. Then this Torox tried to kill this Razorback, which could have swung the game really hard, because it would have pulled Ryan off of this objective and would have gave Michele a point for killing something, but he only hit with 1 and failed to wound with the 1 that he did hit with. So it was very unfortunate. So now, based off of that, that was basically the whole turn. So we went into scoring. Michele only scored 1 point for being on objectives, but he's holding the same amount as Ryan, so Ryan doesn't get more. But Ryan did kill more than Michele, so he gets more points. So as of the end of turn 5, Ryan has 22 points to Michele's 20, which again, though, could have had another 2 points if he killed this thing and if he had more objectives. So it would have been tied 22-22, but because of bad luck, that's a dice game. Sometimes that's the way she goes. So now we're going to go into turn 6, and we're just going to try to fly through this real quick. I think we'll do both. No, we'll do one. We'll do Ryan's turn, and then we'll get back. So yeah, let Ryan do his turn really quick, and we'll let you know what happened. Alright, so we did a lot of talking because we want to see if Michele can actually come back, and we found a way that he can tie the game. So he advanced this guy and even had to use a command reroll that you guys probably didn't see on camera, but he did get it from his 5-up gain a command point when you or your opponent uses a command point, so he did gain 1 back. He advanced, so now he's within smite range of that. So if he smites this, he'll get a kill point, and also Ryan only killed 1 thing on his turn, so it stops Ryan from killing more. It also takes Ryan off of this objective, so Ryan will only be on 2 objectives, but he's going to move this guy over here onto that objective, and this guy is going to try to move over here and then move to get on this objective, and that thing then needs to shoot and kill all of these guys. If all of that happens, the game will be a tie. Okay, so I hope you guys got all that. So now we're going to try to finish this the way it is. So we're still in movement, so this guy is going to move.
In advance.
In advance.
11.
So he's pretty much already there. Then with move, he should be on it.
Okay, this guy's moving 10.
Okay, anyways.
I hope you fill all your fucking rolls.
Okay, so the movement for the Torox is now over there. He's now on that objective and can now see these guys. He does hit on 5s though, so we're going to have to see. So now we're going into psychic phase. So let's see, we need this smite to go off, which both of these units are equal, so he can pick, so he can kill that one. Does the smite go off? The smite goes off! So, the Razorback dies. Does it explode? It does not explode. Are you going to command point it for the sake of it? Okay, go for it.
Do I get it back?
It's off the table!
Do I get it back?
No!
Come on, explode!
Yes. It explodes! You might hit your own guys.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
No, is it only 3 inches? Double check it! Double check it!
I didn't think about that.
Double check it! You're the one who wanted to do it!
Why would you do it? Dude. Why?
My stomach hurts so
within
laughing.
6 inches.
Oh, D3 on those guys. How much does it do?
One.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
So which one are you gonna kill?
Oh fuck, it's gonna have to be this guy.
Alright. So we go into shoot.
Hey. Okay.
It's fine shooting. So this guy's gonna do move, and automatically move.
Yeah, he's just.
So he's gonna be on that. So now these guys need to die in order for him to be on that objective. Oh, this is gone, by the way.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so now you have all of those things shooting into this. So what are you gonna do first?
Storm bolters.
Storm bolters hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
1 hit, wounding on a 4. Wounds, you have a 4 up.
Yes.
You're good.
Okay.
Ooh, here comes
And then here's the hot shots. So these are hitting on 5s because it's hitting on 4s, but it moved. So you got 2. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. Now you gotta rely on your missile launchers. And the only way you're gonna kill this many is if you do 2 frag. So how many shots? That's a decent start, 7.
Okay.
And so hitting on 5s.
Ah.
Oh, you didn't get enough to kill them.
Let's see if it wounds. No.
No wound. So with that done, Michele will get 1 point for killing something. Which will be 1 point. He's on an objective.
Oh.
So he gains 2 points.
You get right.
Oh yeah, it was.
And that's gonna be it. So I believe it. And then Ryan killed more, or no, because they both killed 1, right?
Yeah.
But Ryan is on more objectives than Michele. So yeah,
You
it's
get an
20,
extra point, yeah.
22 to 24. Or 25. 22 to 25 is the final score for Space Marines. That was an epic fucking game, you guys.
That was a good one.
Thank you very much for sticking it out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sorry for the laugh fit at the end, but that was hilarious when Ryan tried to kill his own guys for some reason.
It's too late, man.
It still worked. But yeah, he still wins the game. So yeah, good game for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Very extremely quick post-game discussion. What would you have done different? Everything? No, I'm just kidding. I think you should have killed the screen quicker, so you would have had better charging targets for your
I would have rushed
Death Company.
Maybe. See, I lost 3 Toroxes at the start, so I think that was a big hit for me. And not killing Gilliman there, I can't really do that differently, but there's some mistakes I made.
Well, if you had, we were talking about it, if you had that one chaplain guy, you could have re-rolled hits and re-rolled your charge. That might have made a big difference.
there, yeah, it would have been different. But over here, I made a big mistake. I don't know if you guys noticed. I was on the objective with my conscripts. I moved off with my conscripts and pulled this guy there, trying to get the bonus objective, which you need 3.
Yep. And he didn't roll his full distance.
Yeah.
And got
I should have went towards the
this one,
the Razorback, and smited it. Probably maybe finished it off a lot quicker than I could have. Right?
Yeah.
Like I turned before, and I wouldn't have that problem. But like I said, it's late. But
We're still learning. I'm still learning.
Yeah, Michele, you guys have heard me say it before. He's only been playing for like what, 5 months now? Maybe?
5 months, yeah.
Five or six.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Ryan wins. So quick post game from you. What would you have done differently?
These scouts that were down here, I should have used them as a screen. Once I put them down, I realized I screwed up there. I should have used them as a screen.
And other than that, I don't think you really made too many mistakes.
I had Celestine here on
Well, oh
turn
yeah,
one.
other than letting the Death Company get in back there.
I got greedy and I wanted her to kill Cell.
Yeah, I think you just need more screen, like even another scout unit or something.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, like, to be honest, I'd take out the Tarantula. How much is the Tarantula?
35 points.
Oh, so it's not enough for a scout squad.
It's more of a tax unit, right?
Yeah, that's why I brought her.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, that's going to be the game, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, please check out the Patreon. And if you enjoy it, you can donate $4 to get into the Almost Pro Gaming Discord channel, where you can talk to me and other Almost Pro gamers and get help with lists, get help with strategy, and just learn Warhammer better. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy wargaming!